Let's go ahead and go live. Let's get in there, chat. Hello, Internet. We're going. Oh, my controller's not booted all the way on. I just plugged it in. Let me slap log in. But we're going. It's a little early, but we're going in. So, yes, hello, Kratos. Good evening. Good evening, everybody, in general. Cords all up our way. Everything should be coming to you perfectly fine. It's a pretty big queue, but I guess I'm starting earlier in the evening than I usually do. Slash frighten. Well, at least you can catch us on the bus. Loth is currently in the city. He'll be back soon. There's a couple of boys in there. I don't think Lucky's got all his shit together yet. But he's coming on in. Oh, hold on. Yes! It worked. I set this up. Behold! The reveal! The sphere. Yes, so, off stream, in the time period between last week's stream and this week's stream, I did indeed do 15 levels of PvP. Mostly Crystalline Conflict. We played Frontlines once, and I will never again play Frontlines. I shouldn't say that specifically, but, like, for the most part. Oh, hi, Caesar's here already. Hi, how you doing? Behold, the sphere. Yes, I have the orb. I think I got some other stuff in there, too. But, yeah, so I just wanted to set this up. I, jumped on my orb and have been chilling here in the metaverse space until just now. So let me go ahead now that I'm logged in. Yeah, that's what I said. I shouldn't say I will never do it because I understand that it is occasionally like a daily thing to do. But in general, I don't... okay, actually, I'll pause it this way, and I'll see if other people get my feeling. I think what 14 is going for with Frontlines, with the big, 72 players shit, the big 3-man, is you respawn faster... There are a lot more guys, and I felt like your abilities charge up faster because you're getting hit and hitting more. Like, you get your more limit break more often and shit. So I feel like the intent is that Frontlines is supposed to be like, wow, look at all our, technological intensity. We can have all these people get in here and do all their fucking shiny moves and jump out, and you can just rush back in, show off all your mounts to your friends. The result is just, it was just a blur of colors and names. On console, because of the way mounts work, it's really awkward to get on your mount and then get off your mount. Because you don't automatically ditch your mount to kill people. So it was just like extra button presses and shit, and it was just total chaos. I did not have a great time, but at least I did it with friends because we could actually party up. I don't know. I know Lucky needs to also be on his PvP grind and some of the others as well, so I don't know if we're just going to do, like... try and do Crystalline Conflict matchups, because that does actually work pretty well if you do the countdown method you may have heard last stream. So I don't know if we'll do that or not right away, but it's funny. You got in a few times, Loth. I'll jump in the PC now. Oh, I got in very fast.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
Right. I never understood why you don't, start the stream already in the game.
Well, usually I like the lead up. Also, it's hard to time because I would have to, log in and then see how long the queue is.
Oh, okay.
I usually start stream, at the queue moment, just because it's easier to, have that centered and make sure everything is working.
Fair,
Man,
I've never
all
seen the
this
queue,
fast.
take longer than, a minute or two.
It still takes a couple of minutes.
Well,
If I timed it to, 5 minutes before I started the stream, then I'd be, sitting around, for 5 minutes. In-game.
I mean, you can always open the stream doing in the middle of something and be like, so you're wondering why I got here.
that is an option.
It's possible. I like the reveal I set up, though, for the sphere.
Hello. Hello. Let's see, that's enough, right?
But yes, now the whole internet knows I'm balling at what cost.
I mean, Omega, you could just give people like actual shock by showing them the false ancestry set.
No, I couldn't. One, I don't think I could have done that because I think I got the orb like Sunday night. I don't know if I could have gotten maybe another 5 in a couple of days.
It's
Though we did have some
25,
extra
which is a lot,
streams.
yeah.
Yeah, it's 25, so it'd be 10 more levels. I don't know if I would have been able to do that. At the very least, it would have significantly impacted my RE4 time, which I am enjoying. Even as
I'm not enjoying that you're enjoying RE4 time.
Well,
And
I say
have-
enjoying.
I have blocked myself.
I gotta start my replay playthrough at some point.
People are
It was a
like,
good
oh, you game blocks and stuff. I'm like, I'm still in chapter fucking 3, and I'm not sure if I want to play ahead because I feel that ruins the experience for streaming. So how dare all of you? How dare all of you?
I mean, you could do like a side hardcore run on your private time.
Well, yeah, but then that gives me the power of foreknowledge.
He would
Well,
still
then
have some
you
foresight.
become awesomer at the game for the stream.
Ah!
I know that's not a word, but
Listen, I don't actually
listen.
know. Other than maybe a couple of puzzles, I'm gonna be able to like let Lucky know are dumb and easy to solve. I don't actually know that like foreknowledge helps that much, other than just when something terrible is about to happen to you.
you just know what weapon to use
Well-
against enemies sometimes, really.
Well, yes.
Gun.
Well, yes, but that's the moment of any like, because people said they've changed up the boss fights. They've changed up the boss fights. They changed up some locations. So I don't exactly know like one for one how the things are gonna go. Like, God, like it's still like evening where I am yet, so we haven't even reached night where all the creepy shit actually comes out. And I don't know how that shit's gonna play out.
Yeah, you're gonna.
Like, it's not so much as in foreknowledge and knowing what to happen is that I will not actually be surprised on screen by anything that has changed from the original.
That's fair.
And I admit I'm not. I've talked about this. I know the basics, but I'm not super familiar with 4. I don't know what the surprises are. I certainly know that some of the mechanics surprised me as my death count continues to wiggle up.
I'm confident saying this is not a spoiler that you guys have already met the Brute. That's one of the biggest surprises of the new game.
The brute.
Yeah, the guy with the hammer and the bullhead.
Oh, the cow-headed guy.
Yeah, those are like one of the biggest surprises, like the new enemy type.
Oh, well, I didn't even know that guy was
And then
new.
the writing is also actually way better. Like the
yeah.
writing character was actually really good.
Well,
Well,
again,
we'll see.
Axe, if I go ahead with it, that's foreknowledge.
Right, my jumps are on my other bar when I'm not in PvP. Chat, behold, Omega has to de-PvP himself. After configuring my hotbars a lot of... Lucky was right last week to say I should do the setup part off stream because there was a lot of going back and forth to the Wolf's Pier to figure out my hotbar.
But don't they give you like a separate PvP bar?
Yes, it's not configured at all.
Right.
And so you have to manually set it, so it took me a while to get my muscle memory. Okay, all right. I gotta... I think I talked about this a little on when we were talking about PvP stuff in general on Saturday. Go check out What's Up if you haven't. Lucky also did some PvP on that as well, so you got some footage. I appreciate some of the way that they just make abilities like auto cycle in PvP. Like for instance,
yeah.
The Dragoon gets the I think it's called the Whirlwind Thrust combo, but it's just hey, we put 3 of your normal button attacks on one button, they just automatically rotate so you have less buttons. And I'm like, that's
I really wish they put that in base.
yeah. I mean, it's cool and all to have the separate buttons and the level up, but if they can do that programming wise, it would really save me hotbar space to just have like my different button rotations cycle around.
I would also enjoy it if that would help simplify Monk.
Well,
I
yeah,
don't
it just
actually
means
know.
like less icons on my fucking hotbar, which means I can put other stuff in there, like emotes.
Okay. Next.
No, that's the snake.
It's way down there.
No, but I got B stripes, the quest. I gotta go check in my island. I almost got enough for the fucking mount I want.
Nice.
So,
Which one is the mount you're looking for?
it's a Garlean motorcycle.
It's the motorcycle, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh right, I just remembered. I have to go make that Garlean minion.
Yeah, no. It costs, once you get Island Sanctuary rank 10, it costs 24k of what is it, Seafarer? Yeah, Seafarer calories.
Don't
Which-
mind me, weird dragons.
Which is not too hard, it's just... Constant vigilance.
It's just
Some
the
of the bus.
daily grind.
It is the daily grind. That's how I've been with Beast Tribes recently. Just trying to get him out every day.
Okay, I hope this doesn't give you like agita, but I'm about to hit rank 7 in the dwarves tomorrow.
Relic weapon.
It does give me slight agita, but I hit the rank 7 with the dwarves yesterday, so I already got my fucking tank. So
Alright, cool.
I
'cause-
win.
Cool, because I skipped 2 days because I was playing RE4. I was having a great time.
God
Now, see, now you piss me off.
Yeah, that
Why
was-
would
I
you-
was-
why
I
would
was-
you
Now
do
fucked
this?
up.
You
Now
knew what you were
fucked up.
doing.
Now you fucked up.
That was like the most deliberate flip around. You wanted to give Lucky the agita. You had to flip
Yes.
To be
You
fair,
little
half
shit.
percent-
Like, I at least try to count. I at
You
least try to.
teased the victory. You teased the victory like an animal.
You know what?
And as
I'm
soon
gonna
as
be
you
honest.
confirmed it, you took it away, Axe.
I'm
You
gonna
took
be
it
honest.
away. You
I
little
half
shit.
respect it. I half
You
respect
would.
it.
See, at least when I talk about RE4, I talk about how like, yeah, I'm not great at this game, and
Okay.
I'm often gotten by instant kill men.
Yeah, no.
Lucky, I just thought it was so funny.
Yes,
there's
I am
one-
glad that my suffering is for your amusement, Axe. I'll put that on your grave.
Are you not doing your name?
That's fine. Just make sure my work knows I'm dead.
I will not say the first thing that came to my head.
I probably should at least tell my mom I'm dead,
will
but I should probably
die
find out
when I'm
easily.
dead.
Oh right, these guys aren't even though I can see these dragons.
so adorable.
Even though I can
Alright, I
see
can-
these dragons standing in the road, they're not real until I touch the purple circle of badness, so I cannot jump on
Yeah.
them.
You'll
Yo,
be
did anyone
fine.
else completely forget
I'm like 10
the
levels
FGO
up.
event?
I completed it like last night, and I mean by completed, I mean I got the fucking regular fortune.
Nah, I just forgot.
I have not forgotten. I have made a deliberate choice after 100 floors to be like, nah, fam, floors are overrated.
I like the tower events. It's just
I'm not opposed to them,
61, I
but
just need to get
it's
done.
it
Isn't
takes
this the last one?
so far, yeah. I don't mind the event structure. It's just that because you have to actively rebuild your party every time, it takes an active level of focus, and it's just really bad timing for me. I have been grinding PvP. You know, RE4 came out. I've been trying to catch up on other stuff. I have to write our next segment of the Gensakai
That's my excuse.
in a couple of weeks. Not even a couple of weeks. Like next week is Grim Grimoire once more.
I want to see how much I can do in this time, because with the amount of units I have, I might be able to make some significant progress.
Oh, you might.
I'm genuinely curious. Because, I'll put it this way, with FGO, I'm tracking units in the number I'm missing, because it's a lot easier.
You are a Luxac.
And I think that number's 11. I think.
You gotten that
I'm
many?
not sure.
That many like actual SSRs? Damn.
Oh, you want to know the funny thing is? I'm missing more story-locked SSRs than I am limited SSRs.
Bullshit.
I'm amazed by like.
I mean,
you don't really share your progress. I never know when you get something.
To be fair, a lot of the units I'm missing are limited SRs.
Yeah, that's complex
I.e.
because
summer
of
units.
the way raid ups work. But I'm not actually that shocked about it because I know that you are a Luxac and you will roll on limited banners just to be a little gremlin. Whereas story locked units are actually a lot harder to come by.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna get Tesla with the free one this year. Probably.
What's our weather? Cloudy.
Just because, I mean, who else would I get, really? Because I don't need any of them.
Here's an
I'm
Aether
past the
current
point of
coming.
needing units a while ago.
I mean, yeah, technically, because there will be no more tower events. There's no real reason so far to need to diversify.
Eh.
What is my Aether current status in this area? Travel.
This fate is chaos.
So, am I in the training lists right now?
Yes. You've gotten all the collectible ones.
Yes. Okay, so I would need to find quests here. Whereas...
Actually, Axe, I just realized something. How the fuck would you caught up to me on dwarf quests? I'm pretty sure I had a 3-day lead on you.
I don't know.
Because I remember the day that you said that you were gonna start on the day you said you were gonna start on the doors. I had just reached the next level of the doors, so I had 1 full bar on you. I think it takes 3 days to fill. And I just reached 7 yesterday.
I think I would have 7 yesterday if I would have 7 yesterday if I.
Well, do
didn't
you have a
skip
tank?
day, so.
Yes, I do have a tank.
I meant for Axe, but also yes. Whoop! This guy behind me.
And here's the thing, Axe. I know this for a fact. I have not missed a single day of doing beast drives.
I'm just struggling right now. I don't know.
Axe!
Whoa! An extra guy.
Pax is cool.
Axe, not Axe.
Oh, okay. I just heard my name in it.
Hex.
Axors.
Okay, maybe I just mind haxers you or something.
I mean, I don't know.
was
So
random
you
comment I
can't,
just said, I'm
you
sorry.
can't really speed up the Beast Tribe bar filling in, right? Because it's daily.
No, there's just sometimes you get extra quests when you do rank over.
Yeah. And that's the thing, I always made sure that I had the ones to do the dwarf one. Like, if it was the fucking Qatari that we were racing on, no, you probably would have kicked my ass on that because I think I'm still just holding up on that one. But no, the dwarf, it's not really that big a deal. It's just one of those things of I'm just curious, like, what happened? There is a logical and viable explanation here somewhere, and I'm just not sure where it is.
I didn't keep track of it, so I have
It
no
may
idea.
also be Axis misremembering. He might be like about to hit. 7.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit 7 tomorrow.
I want to see if I
Okay,
can
so
do
he's still a day
100
behind you.
Oh wait, no, if you hit it tomorrow, no, that makes sense. And never mind. I'm being an idiot.
We got the math. We figured it out. I figured there must be
I
like
would
an
hit
extra
today
day.
if I didn't miss Monday.
Okay.
Math is hard.
I want to.
Now these guys are great.
I want to see if I can do 100 floors of this in 2 days.
Switch hot bars back.
Let's go.
Normally I wouldn't
Probably-
jump
I should
straight
probably
into
hit
this
some
site.
of them. Probably should hit some of the meat so I can get.
I mean, currently I'm one tapping maps with just K-scope on an AoE unit and then 2 literal, like, I haven't leveled these yet.
I really should be
Well,
doing
that's
that
gonna
this
become a
morning.
problem later when you start getting two waves.
Oh no, yeah, no. Later, I understand, but for right now, I don't need to waste my better units.
Oh no, actually a lot of my lower level. Actually, I'm super excited. I kept putting a tunnel in with the up on CE, and I finally got it. Now all my tunnels
I haven't really used it yet, but also, chat, I rejiggered my regular in-game Dragoon hotbar to put all of my attack combos on the first one, and then, well, almost all of them. I still have Battle Litany on number 1. All that support stuff.
I have to go find an actual like multi-person mount that's not money-based these days.
Do they have
Is
that?
there one?
I don't think there are
I
any.
don't think there is one.
I know there's like there are the ones that's for like becoming a mentor and then doing a lot as a mentor. That's like another 1,000 hours of shit.
I mean, that's the thing. That's the one thing I have against the cash shop in this game is when they put stuff that is mechanically different behind it. You can put all the fancy clothes you want in. I don't give a shit. I don't even give a shit about like EXP boosts and stuff.
Is that
But
it?
functionality is where I'm just like, okay, that's enough.
Using recruit without paying or using recruit a friend is from Eden 4 Savage.
What?
Is there one for one of the raids?
Which is the Eden Savage?
It says
Eden
4.
Is it 4?
Eden is Shadowbringers, right?
Yeah.
Chat is all. It was. I don't think it's available anymore. But somebody in chat, live stream chat, would like to remind
Yeah.
that the car was from an event, the 15 car.
Oh yeah, no.
I
The
missed it
car
one
was
time.
from the 15 collab. That's only been run twice in this game.
So this gives me high hope about that joke I made on Saturday about a 7 remake collab giving you the truck.
So do you mean two-person mounts?
2 or more.
So there is one for collecting all 7
It would seem the
Fuck, do I
death of his
pronounce this?
consort has put him on guard.
Gwyber?
Mark,
Gwibber?
how he wards his
Gwibber
lair
now.
with
Being the
tempestuous
Shadowbringers rounds?
winds.
Okay.
Yes, if you
Wagon.
collect all 7, you get a 2-person mount called the Landerowafa.
That's the whole process I'll probably need Lucky and
Well,
Lost assistance with. And Aaron, technically.
I'm
I'm
sure.
still working on that one, by the way. I got 2 dragons to go.
Is that the Mecha Dragon?
Yeah, that's the Mecha Dragon.
Yeah.
A similar barrier
There's
once
one
barred
in
entrance to the
Edens
primal
Gate,
Garuda's domain, until we discovered the means by which...
You don't need to say the name. I get it.
Sepulcher. Sorry, Sepulcher. Or, no, Sepulture.
Mayhap it is time
Why are
we
you
called
spelling
upon
it like
Master
that?
Garland.
That's annoying.
I mean, sepulcher is spelled with R-E.
Sepulcher?
No, it's sepulcher.
No, it's not. There's no C in it.
It's Sepultury. R-E.
No, E, not Y.
I corrected myself.
Yeah, there's one from Deliberum Ragnii Savage.
Oh yeah, Loth got that one.
It's Kerberos.
Oh wait, no, that's not the one that Loth got. No, that one's fucking hard to get.
Sepulture is.
Okay,
not
so
easy,
yeah, no,
right?
never mind. I retract my complaint. There are, even if there are low drop rates, there are ways to get multiple person mounts in game. So
It's not a good time of a real review.
I mean, I don't care if it's hard to get. That's not my point.
Oh,
It's that it's possible.
Yeah, no.
If it's possible, then I don't care.
Chat.
I
Somebody
don't think
is
there's
also
any like
here.
4-person mounts, but there's a lot of 2-person mounts.
A passing stranger has given me a reminder. I do need to head back to Gridania because we have a seasonal event.
Yeah, Lucky, do it now.
I
I
do
can
it.
technically return because my home is still.
No, the one from the Sepulture, the Sepulture is a force.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
it's
even if
Styles.
you spell it in a weird Final
Styles
Fantasy
Sliver.
way, it's still pronounced sepulcher.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I have not
So-
enjoyed doing.
I retract my complaint.
Empathy attack.
There's also one in the gold saucer for
I believe
Oh, no,
about
that's
4,
the event.
4 million.
that's the
That's
one.
the car.
Yes,
Yeah.
these are
No,
Never mind.
there is a one in the old saucer that is.
Yeah, there is also one for 4 million gil. That is correct.
Yeah. No, not Gil.
Or,
on him.
MGP.
Yeah.
MGP.
yeah.
Yeah, because
I'm not
we
gonna-
kept the scam from Final Fantasy VII when we ported over the.
Yeah, no, there are a
Gold
couple
saucer.
four-seaters that are available without mod station.
I guess lucky we
So-
could grind out that savage, but I don't know if it's. I don't think that's good for the health.
Oh, this is the single greatest quest screen of all time. Also, since we're talking about liquid saucer,
I gotta. Oh, I got. Okay, so we got to do the fate for event currency to get event items. Okay.
What are you looking at now?
I was looking at for the 14 stuff. But I'm going to my fucking island where everything is cool and no one bothers me.
I don't think anyone knows where it is.
I mean,
well, he has
yes,
to get
we
there
all
somehow.
do.
we all
I
have the
just
option
literally
since
can't
we're
get there.
we all have the option since we're in the same free company to go to other people's islands.
Yeah. No. Oh, no.
Also, that is a nice dinosaur you posted. Nobody acknowledged it.
Hello.
Hello.
That's pretzel.
Today I'm here on a special mission. I'm here to file taxes.
Oh, okay, you're doing that bit? Okay.
Oh my god, I just did something so dumb and it took me fucking 5 hours.
Actually, I haven't talked about it on stream, but I had to actually activate subscription information for this game because I was at my 30 days is tomorrow. So I had to give them my credit card information, which was not the worst payment process, but is a little confusing. Square has a very lovely, brightly colored pop-in web interface that I really do kind of wish there was just a simple like, "Hey idiot, pay here" button.
It's very simple, like let me do it during the Mog station, but that requires having the PC version.
I mean, no, I can use the browser in there, but I didn't because that required me to hand type on my controller all my information, as opposed to having Google Sensei be like, "Remember this."
I made the switch to controller while trying to level up my gladiator so I can start tanking.
How you feeling that controller life?
It's awkward, but I think tanking would be a lot easier with a controller than with a mouse.
This guy is the wildest conversation here. You may or may not be aware, Tomberry heads are as adorable as eggs. What?
Listen, there might be bias
You need
involved
medical
in this.
assistance. You need medical assistance.
That's adorable.
Even considering your credentials, Dallas, I feel like when you say that, though, I feel like that's not really a valid statement.
No.
Technically, the Tonberries do need medical assistance.
Yes, but I don't feel like Dallas can help them there.
Well, that's the scholar storyline. So.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I want in real life, I want to say Tomberries seriously, but Eggy Stabby.
Tomberries aren't necessarily that unadorable. They're just kind of
Existentially
derpy
terrifying.
looking.
My other rule of you, I imaged you saying the first line, then Loft just fucking tackles you from behind you and says the first line.
He would. He will when he arrives here.
But that time is not now, so fuck it.
No, he's probably eating and still getting his toaster to fire up.
I am now bemused at the thought of
He's working
Loft-
the hand crank on his
Loft
PC.
in like his machinist outfit, or I think what his crafting outfit is, and just like fucking huddling, like death gripping your head as he like fucking tackled you.
I think it just,
He would have to have some sick. I think he would have to be
It'd be
his
a sick
dragoon
jump.
to reach me because of how different our heights are.
I guess it'll be.
I mean, he's just gonna go for your fucking knees.
Like a true Tonberry.
Brand the artery.
To me, whether or not a Tonberry is adorable definitely depends on the Final Fantasy in question. Like the ones from 14 and 15, they're kind of adorable. The ones from 10 are not adorable. They look fucking gross.
I
are
always
just
like the ones
beautiful.
experienced the paradise because they're just normalized derpy ones. But when Jack does the super on, he doesn't do anything like crazy. He just puts his hand on the top of them. And he's like, "Goodbye, my friend."
They're always.
Like there's no violence, only peace.
It's only cartoon death with Tonberries, but sometimes that can be terrifying of being just instant death is a thing somehow.
I don't remember. I know that one version of the Tonberry only appear in the Northern Crater in 7, and that's pretty freaky on its own.
Oh,
There he is.
Buddy's here.
He is muted though.
Probably
He's
still
probably
angry
eating,
at the
yeah.
bus being late.
Well, no, I think he's stuffing food in his mouth. Loth mutes himself while he eats.
Good Japanese chicken curry. Fuck you guys, I'm muting.
This is also a lesson most of us should learn from Loft.
I don't usually.
I'm still not gonna do it.
Fuck off,
I
Alex.
don't usually eat on stream.
I know you were all talking to me and I don't care.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Lucky, come on.
Weird question, Dallas.
Supposed
What
to be
kind of
his
graphics
friend.
card do you have run?
How could you portray him in this inconsistent way?
Fucking, I don't know.
Loft knows trust exercises.
It's some kind of Radeon.
Okay, never
I don't
mind.
put myself into that one, honestly.
A 480 something?
Okay, that's decent. And I was just thinking, well, Nvidia has the noise canceling software, so that might help.
I'm pretty sure Dallas has a pretty good microphone. In fact, it's too good. It enables
That's
it
the
to
yeah, that is
perceive
one
sounds.
of the problems.
It might also be your room just has
Yo,
weird
being
sounds.
naughty? Yeah, acoustics are weird. There's a reason why most YouTubers shit put sound shit on.
I've been considering getting some of that stuff.
I think it adds up a lot of cost because you gotta like cover almost the entire wall or like.
I need to get an
It would
improved
not
my
be
mic.
practical in my current room because I have I don't even know what you call it. I have like the little sill that goes all the way around the wall.
I have a cover for my mic, but I think I need to get like some more to like not sound like I'm half the room away.
Oh, sick!
Did you fucking say I have warts?
The fuck when I fucking fly and shoots flames out the fucking mufflers? It's so dumb.
So what have I missed actually?
Not much. You were in the stream when I showed off the sphere. So, other than that, I've mostly just been talking to Destinian and stuff. And now I'm
driving around on
acquiring...
my motorcycle on my fucking bike. For some odd reason, I tried placing the spacebar to drift. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me.
What would be better, if you did not drift or if you did suddenly drift?
If I had drifted, I probably would have thrown my fucking mouse. But like, what the fuck? Like that was not intended.
I'm gonna talk to the other one.
Alright, guys, I have to. Like, I'm a bit unable to check right now, but could you check it for me? If we have certain things in the company chest?
I can head over there.
Like, there's like 3 different things tonight, so.
I need to go do my pinstripe quacks, but. I'm gonna make that shirt number 2 in my Final Fantasy drifting series.
Oh my god, we're playing the sad music for we lost some eggs.
First one's gonna be a chocobo getting their grind on. Is gonna be fast and feathery chocobo drift.
I've never thought about how.
Dramatic flashback.
I honestly never thought about how like this is an Easter event, and
Yeah,
never.
dashing tide.
Yeah, I mean, look at the eggs.
Look at the size of that mammoth.
What's the
Anyway,
reward
Axe,
for
what are you
that?
looking for?
Become Tonberry.
I was looking for. Oh, let's see. A Garlean steel joint, a Garlean steel plate, and a glazed nut.
We have Garlean steel.
I might be able to make stuff out of that. I'm not sure if I can. Let me check.
And we don't have anything else.
Oh, I guess these are all drops. Okay.
Oh, so this is what Lava was referencing earlier, the Frighten emote.
I had to look them up, I guess.
Alright, I'm gonna go do some Easter quests.
Oh, it's a goddamn drop. Ugh.
Did you say schlorp? Hold on, I think I read that too fast.
I just realized.
The guy making the costumes is very into it.
I've noticed.
Turn in my Chloe book.
Oof. I
That's
forgot to pick mine
fine,
up.
because it's like, you can still turn it in now and then get a new one.
No, I didn't finish. Like I only got 7.
Ow.
Well,
But I was in that setup where if I ate
still
super
go.
luck stack, I had the potential to get 3 lines.
Well, you
no,
keep going.
No, the question is it already passed the deadline? Like the deadline.
Isn't it every Tuesday or?
No, they last for 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. I have another week then.
I didn't finish mine then.
Yeah, but you will not be able to pick up this week's ones until you turn in your old.
Got it.
No, they're a little generous with the Wonder Space.
Alright. I'm gonna go.
I had to go grind out, honestly, some extremes right now for that.
I could do that too.
Well, I will do some extremes, but I at least gotta get the orb. I don't know if I'll be able to get the false regalia instead, but I'm gonna get that orb. I should probably boot up Nikke while I'm thinking about it.
I should probably do the same. I've been able to get all the dailies done. Like,
is the maintenance starting tonight?
I thought it's like the actually the after. I thought it's the end of the month.
FGO or for Final Fantasy?
No, Nikke, completely different game.
Oh, sorry. I
No,
have
it's
no
fine.
idea then.
Well, it says it's like they say it's fucking. It starts at what? March?
Let me go check my info bot I have somewhere else.
Yeah, March 3rd at what was it? 11? But it's a UTC +9, which I think puts it in like somewhere in Asia. I hate
Let's see
chaotic.
here.
I would expect it to be like Taiwan.
Let's see. Maintenance period. UTC +9, the 30th, 11 to 18. 30th, UTC +9. So maybe tonight? I need it. I don't have a conversion on my brain.
See, I'm always looking at converters. I'm always like, is this thing lying to me? What is time and space? My computer just my phone just popped up with a tab. I'm very confused right now.
It's always on.
Phone, are you listening to me?
Yes.
Remember to turn the eggs in, you only got a few seconds.
Hey, Bixby. Fine field.
correctly, if I did one of my beach
Got
stripes
there in time,
today,
Omega?
Yeah, I think it did.
I will be able to actually get both triplets dialogue on the same day. And that would be much
Man, I think my internet's having a field day. No one's loading it up as Omega.
Hey, buddy. I didn't even mean
Yeah,
to summon the orb. I just did it.
Did
Thanks,
anyone else
Mount
get the login screen where your character model didn't load?
Yeah, that happens.
I've only happened to happen that once.
Oh yeah.
It still says I gotta complete it, but I was here and I did talk to him. And he's gone now.
I don't think you actually turned in any of the eggs.
Yeah, you gotta talk to him and turn in the...
Well, yeah, I was talking to him as it ended. I don't know if the whole dial... He would give it, like, complete. And he's not here anymore.
Well, no, the thing will be marked as complete no matter what, because, you know, it's a group effort. If you did not actually physically give him eggs and actually get your egg counter up, you will not actually get any rewards.
And I think I might have just missed it, because I was in the middle of talking to him to do the thing. Alright, I guess I gotta go fucking... wait for it to respawn, I guess?
I believe it's fairly... It's like, what, every 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm here on my Ravana mount.
So what are the rewards for that then?
Tonberry.
Tonberry costume.
Oh.
I shouted this out earlier. You clearly weren't paying attention. Become Tonberry.
I thought you were, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't think you answered me. I thought you were doing something in reference to your stream.
No, I was talking to you. You asked what are the events, and I was like, become Tonberry. Ride my steer in a big circle.
I want too much coke for this bike. This is why I like... no. Finn, you're still superior bike. I just realized I just bought this bike out of spite.
For who?
Because one day, a long time ago, Lucky was on his fucking SDS Finyear, hanging around in... I can't remember, but it's the Hippo Riders camp. And someone came up on the fucking Island Sanctuary bike and just was like, your bike sucks, and left.
Oh, you got literally got fucking biker showed? Holy shit.
Yeah, and I guess I was just internalizing that entire time, just like, fuck you, I'll get that bike, and I'll still love my bike. And now that I have come this far, I have realized this was completely pointless endeavor, and I have just wasted 24 fucking K of Seafarer's Cowrie. What the fuck, Lucky? You're great at this game. Financial responsibility was not your intent.
I mean, I'm real lucky.
Spite is a great
that also happens to people in real life. When other people ride bikes, that's what they do to each other for some reason.
Lucky, if it makes you feel any better, out of spite, I waited 4.5 weeks for a spawn in the game.
That's dedication.
Well, someone made fun of me that I didn't have a mount, so I got the mount.
So they basically called you the MMO equivalent of a pussy. And you're just like,
they were just like, bitch.
Yeah, essentially they just did bitch. And I'm like, alright, fine.
Well, there's only one solution to be called a bitch.
Go find a gun. Okay, that was escalating too far.
Well, unfortunately,
I mean, I don't know. I'm referencing
also...
some old Achievement Hunter, like it reminds me of their Trouble in Terrorist Town type shit. So you making the gun comment is not wrong. Usually the conversation goes, you won't do it, and then there's a bang. And I was like, listen, he called me a bitch. I had to do it.
It's like, he knew his life was on the line if I didn't do it.
No, that reminds me back with my old gaming group. That line actually came out in a fucking old Shadowrun game. We were having a shootout at a fucking gas station. And we were having a shootout at a gas station, and we were all behind cover. And we were pinned down. And one of us needs to go fucking get out there. And I was like, I ain't gonna do it. And it's all like, you should do it. I'm not gonna do it. Do it, you pussy. Okay, fucking here I go. He immediately got killed.
Bang. Yeah.
Bang. It's like, well, at least he ain't a pussy. At least he didn't die a pussy.
It's yeah.
I feel like every time that comes up, it leads to terrible results.
It does. That's the joke.
I mean, it's it's the fucking the chicken thing from Back to the Future.
It's how one of the guys from Net died.
Right.
His gun called him a pussy, and he's like, oh, I see.
He just acts as quiet. I hate you so much sometimes.
I literally said it's like you're right. This was not loud. What happened now? I'm lost.
Nothing.
Okay.
Don't worry
Good.
about it.
I'm a fucking combo bro.
I'm just doing sphere
Combo
laps and
breaker.
figure eights. Wait,
Being a combo breaker. How about King his ass, eh?
Caesar, Aaron, and I just here in Tomberry outfits.
mocking us.
Yeah, Caesar died.
Someone here. Does Caesar? Sorry. There's someone here with a whisper minion from Yokai Watch.
That's another collab I don't think they rerun.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, it's one of the stranger collabs, but I've never been that big into Yokai Watch.
Wasn't that collab around when Yokai Watch 2 was released?
I believe so.
Yokai Watch is just bootleg Pokemon.
I mean, kind of. There's a lot
I
of.
think if you say that to a Yokai Watch fan, they'll probably kick the shit in.
I mean, honestly, I could probably.
If
I
they're
could
a
probably.
Yokai Watch fan, they can't kick my shit in.
Yeah, but I assume that's because they would be too zygotic. They would be too fetal to
Well,
do
no,
it.
I'm trying to think. I know there was actually quite a. There's
As
quite
someone
a
who's
few like.
played through the games, it is.
I mean, I don't
always
think that.
impressed by
I
how
mean,
much
I don't.
amazing
I don't
fun goes.
think that is necessarily a bad thing to be
No, it's
you
not.
know, off-brand version of another game. Some of those, you know, turn out to be more successful. And, you know, Red from OSP tweeted after the Breath of not the Choose the Kingdom footage, like, you know, pour one out for all the open-world game devs who are gonna have to try and imitate this fusion mechanic now.
That's actually on their comment on the video. I remember.
Oh, he's back.
Back.
Quick, assault him.
Came back.
But he came back.
My favorite mechanic from boss show. Spin.
Lost. I've been loving my classes being monster compatible.
I know,
Monster
you told me
compatible. What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, hold on.
That's what it
I
means.
will make sure.
So, Omega, you can commiserate with me on
Oh my
this.
god.
I had to do a map today 7 times.
Yeah.
Because it's a Fog of War map where you also have to defend citizens.
Yeah.
Weren't you complaining about that last week? Not last week. Sunday?
Yeah, but...
He did say it took him several tries.
Hey, I just fucking saw a Tomberry on a drive-by.
Listen, if we're gonna be drowning in Tomberries like the next week.
Good.
When does the event end? I don't think we'll have time for the weekend.
Maybe just starting.
I think it's a good
Maybe they're busy, Axe. God, Axe, I'm so glad you're not within slapping range. Otherwise, I'd be going to jail constantly.
I'm going to jail!
Honestly, lucky the cops will come and be like, no, that's fair.
I mean, I hope you at least will at least buy me these last.
Your Honor, I would like to. I would like to offer
would-
Exhibit A. This was clearly not a case of premeditated assault. This is clearly emotional provocation.
How long
It would
is,
Your Honor, it would have been a hate crime if I didn't hit him.
how long does a black belt certification last?
There's a certification.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, yeah, and I'm
I
just
don't know.
wondering, is like, am I still, is the punishment still considered assault with a deadly weapon, even though I didn't get I got the black belt when I was like 13?
I think it's still
Okay,
the
Omega,
Probably not.
go back to the guy and hand them in.
Yeah. I've been handing him in constantly.
No, because if you're like super trained in martial arts, it actually is considered assault with a deadly weapon.
Yeah, no, it's like the same thing with boxers and whatnot.
Because,
But
and that is extremely fair.
Okay, so this time he completed his dialogue.
It's also the same thing for ugly people, right? Where if you look at them for too long, it's considered assault with a deadly weapon.
I think that's a bit much, dude. And I'm
I don't know,
sorry.
actually.
That hurts! Oh.
I don't know.
only
I'll
go for-
say you tell
I
me.
only
well, apparently we can take fucking Pretzel to jail for mental damage.
Well, to be fair, I'm speaking from experience.
damage.
Emotional damage.
I'd like to grab more, but there's a lot of
Unfortunately,
fucking.
Lucky does not consider himself ugly. He just considers himself kind of meh.
Oh, wait, so one of the other fun Overwatch you can buy from this thing is Papaya.
Yes.
Papaya.
I thought they were gonna say Popeye. That's the
I
only.
got the weird thing where I feel like I actually. Maybe it's because I've been told this by a bunch of people before, but I think I have a pretty face. I just think it's contrasted by how I'm incapable of not shutting up.
Ah, so you're pretty when you're quiet.
I could see somebody saying that to X.
Basically, you're Logan Paul.
No, I'm not a picket.
You think
Not a
Logan
picket,
Paul is
though.
pretty? Okay, then down.
I think he's attractive.
That guy's head looks like a head of
Objectively, yes.
broccoli.
He could use a better hairstylist, but I'm not gonna say
Now,
like he's.
Jake Paul, I think, looks like he got hit by a truck, but that's a different story.
Wait, which one's
Which
which?
is funny because
Does it
Logan
really
Paul's
matter?
the one who gets punched out.
No, that's Jake Paul. Is the boxer. Logan Paul is a wrestler, so he gets like fake punched out.
Oh, one of them.
I fucking ran out of wind crystals. I literally have 0. Son of a fucking
I will
bitch.
check my
market board.
pockets.
Welcome to my pain.
No, I'm gonna equip fucking botanist. I am pulling up wind crystals, and I'm gonna go devastate an ecosystem here. I'll be right back.
No, you're not. You're gonna do
I just
one.
noticed, like, I have like almost 4K wind
All
crystals
the
in my
wind
pockets.
sprites in
Like,
the area just start edging away from Lucky.
You're gonna do one node, and then you're gonna wait for 3 minutes for the cooldown and are giving lands. And it's gonna be like that for the next half hour.
Nope, I'm gonna turn on automatic collection and just mindlessly grind.
Alright?
skills that increase your crystal gain, and you're good.
Omega, you're going to be.
Well, the crystal shards and things are fun because they have a random chance just to multiply.
Yeah.
Omega,
The bonus
you're-
scaling
you're-
is great.
You'll see it, but depending on how far you've completed certain stories or quests, a lot of different NPCs will be running around now after you finish that.
Okay,
quest.
I'll check in with some, but I am kind of like, I feel like usually there's a little bit of a blurb about the source of the event. I do kind of feel like we skipped that step, and I don't know why these people are so hyped for eggs. I guess they're really pretty. They do at least have the style like a Fabergé egg, even though I'm sure they are not.
I think the running thing is that the lady hosting it always has a weird dream just beforehand that is like, we have to follow this.
Yes, that is correct though.
But like 4
And-
people, get in there. Oh, I've unlocked a
And
new
nearly
game.
every time there's been one guy who's in charge of the chickens who's been viciously injured by his own.
Listen, I've done a fate with those chickens. They're fucking savage.
Look, I know chickens in real life. They're fucking mean.
So,
Birds are
yeah.
mean.
Last year's fate was to get a chicken suit. And you had to go into the chicken pen and literally try to get eggs and not get...
Oh, mother of God. I went to the Fate location and it was just like...
Oh, yeah.
There are a lot of people here.
It's a laser light show. Okay, so... I did
So
the
is all
thing
you
with
have to do
my
complete the
emote.
Fate and then you get the costume?
No,
You
you're gonna
have
have to do the fate a few times.
There's also a
Completing
quest
the quest line will get you an emote,
on- oh, okay.
but you'll need like 10 eggs total for the costumes, and there's additional stuff too.
So do I just go back there
To
for
the
that?
right.
But there's a guy over here, the dreamer actor to talk to you. Omega behind you.
I can't. Listen, guys, I can't tell where you're saying or what you're doing. There's just eggs and names everywhere. Okay. I don't. There he is. Jesus Christ. This is something I will say we could use a little bit of work on, is like visibility of NPCs during seasonal events, because it is sometimes hard to fucking see.
You can turn off the names of other people.
That's what I do. I actually don't see names. I only see initials, unless you're like on my friends list or something. That's the only time I see names.
I feel like seeing people's names is like half the fun of this game, though.
No, I have fucking Loth. If Loth sees a fucking funny name, he will tell me, and there's nothing I can do to stop him.
Lucky has a seeing eye Tomberry.
I feel my way out by stabbing in the air in front of me.
Okay, so I go back to the fate to get more eggs. All right.
It's the other way around, but fair enough.
You stab the concept of blindness.
Yes.
Where?
I mean,
I lost my eyes.
I was about to say, like, Shiki Toto could do that. That's a fun. Also, Total Embryo could do that. Both could do that, actually.
What the fuck was that guy?
Which guy?
The Fate man. Where was Fate?
You mean Kiritsugu Emio?
Hey Omega, if you look at me, if you can find my location on your friends list, just follow me.
I could, but I also just found
yeah.
that bridge is.
And it should be bottom left of that. Sorry, bottom right of that map.
Now that I'm in the same zone, I think I can see all the.
Hey, I'm jumping up and down. Hello.
To the south, right around there. For sign up
It's
for it.
you guys. Yeah, south, east.
I sadly can't mid jump.
There was a fake here last time as well. Yeah, it was rabbits versus chickens.
Almost fell in a hole.
Okay, if Dallas is here, I'm not sure if I can see him yet.
I'm behind a giant red dragon.
I found you.
I'd like to remind you that Dallas is in Texas.
Please ignore the fact that there's a Tomberry in a tank.
A Tomberry in a tank is suddenly the most terrifying thing I have thought of all day.
It doesn't even shoot, it just has a giant
tank
knife at
shells.
the end of it.
Alright.
It shoots chef knives.
Once we get our draw distance up, it's pretty easy to tell.
Yeah, and that guy showing off his cool new fire dragon mount. Sorry, fire new.
Alright, I got 173 wings.
Wait,
This will
I mean, I
suffice
forgot these
for
things.
now.
See what?
The giant laser cannon? Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I see the laser goose.
Face cannon.
fire.
God, how are all of us like the fate's gonna end in like 10 seconds?
No.
Actually, where
Nah,
are you
it's-
guys?
it's fully
I'm
timed.
gonna join you nerds. Where are you?
I'll join you.
The fates part set about the red branch.
God, fuck.
It's right next
Oh
to
my God.
the mirror planks docks.
Alright, I'm on
Central
my way.
Shroud.
Yeah.
It's my it's my wind up alpha now. Let's play the mount rule, the minion roulette first. Who is it? Wind up Murph.
Oh,
Oh,
the varmint.
hey,
By the
guess he
way,
showed up.
Varmint has
ever
appeared.
since we had that talk, the idea of a fucking Resident Evil 5 prequel starring Sheba is
Oh,
just
is that the guy who looks like Marvin the
I
Martian?
think it'd be cool because I feel like you
She
could do more of her character considering she's like related to like a bunch of PMC people and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like I think it's like her coworker or is it her cousin who's like the other like the head of that
Stealing
PMC. That
Congratulations. By the way,
deal
Dallas,
with.
this works on different rules.
What are the rules?
like you know what I'm talking about? Like
Yeah,
like the head
well, I
of
haven't
like,
played.
the team who like
Yeah, so frighten sylphs away from
kill
eggs.
DLC.
Trying to just stay in the
I feel
circle.
like- God, they can rework Jill's whole thing.
Whoop, I'm gonna get blasted.
Up here, people.
Escape.
Yeah, it's difficult to hit.
Oh, hey, it's fresh. Perfect.
Yeah, I just started.
Wait, where do you put the eggs when you get them?
Talk back to the man. He's got a little
the
bag
man.
over his face.
Yeah. But it's best to hold on because if it gets filled up, if the bar gets filled up, then the crate only has a minute left until it finishes.
So I'll stockpile it since I put a couple in.
Son of a bitch!
This is just fucking hella chaos.
It's just like
How are these guys fucking still set?
I love that if you actually look at your character, the eyes start glowing when you
Fucking treasure map item.
You know what this makes me think of? Stupid dog, you made me look bad. Everyone.
Everyone knows.
We all got it.
The 3D jump scares in that show were the best.
They kind of work. It was just so fucking awesome.
Turn him in!
Turn them in. You will hit the fucking limit.
And if you get a couple more, go for shits and giggles.
How about giggles and shit?
How many eggs do you need to get credit?
You don't need any to get credit for the emote, but all of them add up to a currency you can spend for like the Tomberry costumes and stuff.
Okay. And how many of that currency do you need generally?
10.
Well, you
for
need
the
10 for the
Tomberry,
outfit.
Yeah.
Okay, so I should only need to do the trade one more time.
Yeah. However, if you don't give a shit about the pants, because you don't really see it anyway, you can spend nice.
Well, I heard the packs are actually pretty good because they're actually like boxers. So you can get like, like a trunk, so you can actually get a boxer glam on.
Oh wow, I actually got more than I thought I was going to get.
Make sure to hand them in because you get a different age. Oh, but spread up a technique.
Done.
Yeah.
I was trying to get one more. I had 9.
Oh, hey, I only got silver on that.
It's 5. So
Oh, I
that's
only
10.
got 5. What? But I turned in 7.
Well, no, it's a tier based on your rating.
Ew. Okay. Yeah.
No, that was.
Well, I'm at least halfway done to the costume.
Yeah.
It was all
You
10.
can just wait here because it will spawn again in like 10-ish minutes.
That's a good point. Yeah, I'll do that.
You just-
I will go
Oh no,
by.
he ran away.
Nothing here but us tonberries.
Alright.
By the way, how long does this event last?
I worked hard, Love, just for you, and mostly despite Axe.
I don't know how long the event lasts. It only started, what, yesterday?
Well, should be plenty of time for me to.
Yeah, it started. Yeah, it started yesterday.
Yeah, I'll leave one.
It's funny, I have the effects off, so I don't even see Love fire and get shot. He's shooting blanks.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
same on my screen for you.
Okay, so there's the papaya orchestration roll and the hippity hop advertising thing.
Yeah, those
don't
are
see the
mostly
costume.
for decoration if you want to get into that, but
Not really.
I plan on picking them.
I just want the costume.
This is a slightly obnoxious way
Well,
to do
and the
this.
emote, but I get that for free.
Yeah, you gotta do the quest.
Alright, I've acquired all the bits.
Yeah, I'll turn that in when I get 10 of those. You said it's 10 of the currency?
Yeah.
See, this is the fucking bike that the other guy thought that the fucking Fenrir bike was worse than. And I'm like, fuck you.
That just looks like no.
Isn't
I mean,
the
it's a
Fenrir
cool-looking
bike a
bike,
cash shop item?
Yeah, the SDS Fenrir is you can only get on the cash app, and I bought it because I love Crazy Motorcycle, which is what plays when you ride it.
Yeah, I
No,
may
wait,
just
hold
been.
I need to show off. Talking about
Okay.
cool mounts we have. I need to go to my cool mount that no one else has.
Chat. We're just gonna not acknowledge it. We're gonna move on.
Yeah, how do you get that one again, Loth?
Get all the field notes and boss jump.
Well, that is hard. That is not the most hard. It's not like doing fucking Delibram Savage.
No. And like if I pulled up with the Cerberus mount, I'd probably be killed by Lucky for not going there with them.
I would kill you. But I beat you with this.
Yeah, I don't.
I may be doing something very stupid right now, but I'm making a pillow, some goblin plushies, and some like cool little figurines.
Also, just seeing Caesar, like, why are you not sitting on that like a normal human being?
Why sit like a normal human being when you can clearly cat pose?
Oh wait, yeah, he's a cat boy. Never mind.
Gee, that makes me wonder. Can I? How do I? I am very proper on my chair.
How do I store items then?
I just realized, do Lalafels need a high chair?
I mean, are you talking about the
How
lifter?
you can jump.
Haven't you seen the new Lalafell sensations sweeping the nation?
The Lalafell lifter.
Oh my god, it's just the way my cloak almost comes up this guy's eyes.
Look at my giant ass chocobo. The fucking the drop
That's very funny
chocobos
if I
are
just put the head
huge.
on.
Oh, that's the draw chocobo? Not just
Yeah, this is the one you
normal?
get from the recruit a friend.
Tiny bird.
Can
I got the chocobo in the divorce settlement.
Yeah.
I
Fun
think this,
fact. I was just thinking about this today because I was watching a few history documentaries.
what's up?
I think Bartholomew Roberts might be the most evil person in FGO.
I need to.
Weird because they kind of have him be as just kind of a slimy goof.
Which is insane because, like, the actual Bart Roberts is, like, probably the most, like, crazy pirate, like,
Hold chat.
ever.
Like he was the.
Sorry.
It's interesting because it's like his NP is like way very different than the way he's presented because NP is very much him just like ambushing and killing the fuck out of you.
Yeah, so there's a lot of accounts of, because he's like the opposite of Blackbeard where he has no reputation. But then if you really look into his historical instances, he murdered a fuck ton of people.
The thing of people, he's not well known because maybe that was karma, weirdly enough.
No, he was extremely well known.
No, there wasn't a legend really.
Why is
Yeah, there is. Are you kidding me? Black
It looks
Bart?
like he's.
Yeah, no, the Legend of Black Bart is fucking.
Okay, but then like, Dallas, why'd you say he wasn't that well known?
He's not well
no,
known
I'm
as
saying
other
he's
famous
not
pirates.
Infamous. He's not like
Yeah.
known as being like I would say his reputation isn't necessarily he's a crazy murderer.
Like, everyone knows Blackbeard. Like, you know Blackbeard from a childhood. Everyone knows the Queen's Anne Revenge. I couldn't tell you the fucking name of Black Bart ship, but I still know of Black Bart.
Yeah. But he
Like-
was like,
I don't.
he was probably history's most evil pirate.
Oh, what was that Chinese woman, lady pirate?
Oh, I
know
heard
what you're
of that
talking
one. Yeah,
about.
the most. Yeah.
To be fair, though, what she mostly targeted like military vessels, so I think
Well,
that's
yeah.
a bit different.
Well,
Very
it's different for
privateer.
her, but I think she's still pretty infamous just because of how big her fucking fleet got and how she just one day, I think she didn't she just like one day walk away from it? I was like, I'm done, bye.
Yes.
Yeah.
Honestly, that makes me think of a weird thing of like, does Fate then I guess like hard try to do the romanticized version of a lot of characters, except when they're trying to do a very specific Japanese bit to things?
They're always gonna go with for the romanticized version.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, 'cause servants are.
like Fate is not a like. As much as the story isn't necessarily lighthearted, it's not gonna go full like. They're not gonna go full on dark.
Well,
Even
yeah, they're
with
not gonna. Oh, sorry to cut you off, Dallas, but I want to get this.
Even
out.
with Columbus, oh good, you first.
Like Fate. Yeah, no. Oh, by the way, yeah, I'm pretty sure we do have like Nikke in a half hour. But I was gonna say is Fate isn't gonna give you a character that you absolutely hate and refuse to play with. Like, I mean, everyone's gonna have their outliers, but generally, no one is such a fucking assbag that you're like, fuck this dude, get out. Just get out, burn.
I guess that's the weird thing in Nikke where I respect they have characters where it's like, I don't like you, but I appreciate you fight for me, and that I don't have to give up shit about
The question is,
what
well,
you
the
think.
problem with Nikke is you can't burn the characters once you
here's
summon
the
them,
other-
they're there for good.
Here's the
I mean,
other problem with
I'm okay with Lapis because it's like, she's good
Well,
at doing her job, but
Here's
don't
the other
push on,
problem
please.
with Nikke. No.
Oh, no, that was not aimed at you. That was aimed at me talking about Lapis.
By the way, Dallas is starting again.
What I was gonna
That's
say
not
is
to you.
the big difference is Nikke isn't based on real people.
Yep.
Which makes things a lot different. like Black Bart is notorious for doing very, very fucked up things.
Like, I think we said this at some point. It's like, don't get your panties and twisted over your waifu. They're all fucking evil.
That is
Yeah.
a quote that I believe exists on our show somewhere.
Which is fine, but the big difference is with Fate, they're playing with actual historical figures.
Yeah.
Like, these people did real things.
I remember that episode you guys were talking about how much about people arguing about Ereshkigal and Ishtar.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've always found
What
it.
are you about to say, Ishkar? Wait a second.
I just thought it.
No,
I guess it's like I don't really. I guess I'm just an awkward member of it. I don't say well when things are rewritten to be like we deny their evil actions, but also we deny that they ever had previous entanglements.
Max, I'm gonna be real. That's nothing new.
Yeah.
Like, look how many rewrites there are of like classic Greek like stories and plays.
I just don't get why every character has to be single.
Especially Japan.
It's remarkable.
I'll cast that stone. Japan is very bad with historical context. Particularly
it's
about
necessarily a
Japanese people.
I don't think it's necessarily historical context. That's the problem. It's Japanese relationship views.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could be historical thing like Dallas says, but I think it's more on Japanese society's mindset.
I definitely think the
relationship thing.
The single thing you're completely right on. But I'm talking about the way that certain Japanese and Chinese and the fact that there are no Korean.
Southeast Asia stuff.
Yeah, everything in direct relation to the Japanese area has a little bit of. That's why Columbus is so much more honest because it's like, we didn't have anything to do with any of that. We don't care.
We have nothing to do with like I'm just talking about a lot of things I could say that are just bad things that Aaron gets
I'm getting stunned. Why there's there so many stuns? I just want this egg. I just want this one egg.
It's bullshit out there, man.
It's a war out there.
Chaos.
I don't know why the Sylphs want those fucking eggs so bad.
Maybe it's because they made them.
I'm pretty sure this fucking Tomberry's the fucking core that went missing. It's just hiding.
Axe is wrong once again.
I know.
Do fairies lay eggs?
Well, I was doing a bit. Every time you think I tried, I get that I'm not funny, but you don't have to say I'm wrong.
Maybe sylphs are like parasitoid wasps, and they can lay eggs inside
wrong
of you.
and funny.
Don't give me that idea, Dallas. What the fuck is wrong
But
with
you
you?
have a bad problem
lot.
where you can't do both.
Fair.
Okay, back to Fort Temp Manor.
Okay, by
It's
the way,
been-
so if you get gold, you get 10 fucking eggs. Jesus, okay, I think I'm good.
Yeah. I got 10 eggs the first time I did it.
Egg.
But then I had to do it again because I wanted a top layout.
Wanted the shit. Wanted the stuff, the C's. He needs more emotes and things.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna queue up for daily trials.
Do it. I gotta still do my pizza trip quests.
I had to make sure my portrait was up to date. I'm gonna go in as a Tom Berry.
I have seen a few of those.
I hope everyone's a Tom Berry in your run.
We show up to a major story boss and it's just nothing but Tonberries.
Oops.
God,
Oh,
that still makes me think of the
Tonberries.
final fight of Endwalker. Were you a Lalafell when you did that, or were you still a fucking
I was an Aura. I beat Endwalker as an Aura.
I didn't know that's like you've only been a Lalafell for a year.
It hasn't been that long.
I have been a
I've heard of
Lalafell since the beginning.
I'm a veteran Lalafell. Well, yeah,
I
pretzels.
first was a Hur, then I was a Rogadin, then I was an Aura.
God, I guess it means I'm destined to become a different race at some point.
Have you
You're
used your
destined to
Fantasia
drink
yet?
the Fantasia juice.
I still have mine.
Oh, you're missing
Axe.
out, my dude.
Don't worry, I didn't.
I like Sancho just being a big goober.
Listen, there's no swap like gender swap.
No, I'm good.
Okay, I didn't
like
mean
You
being
can
a
be.
big goober.
Listen, we're very similar in height. It's possible.
I like him. I like him, man. Like I don't.
You
I don't
know,
wanna be
but
into
but
him.
also, Axe. Also, hypothetically, what if Cat Dad?
I'm not wearing helmets.
Actually, just a cat dad.
I mean,
the biggest
consider
bar
it
in the
as
entire
joke,
group.
Very funny.
But I don't care actually. I don't really like them. that
No,
much.
Axe, this isn't a dig against you. I just want you to picture your own voice and words coming out of a cat
Coming
dad.
out of a Cat
I'd be
Dad.
down- I would be. I've heard some light voice guys, and even the lightest voice they have is still like 5 octaves shorter than me, which is unfortunate.
Hello.
Honestly, Dallas, for real, Dallas, I feel like
Is
he
it
would just be
me
one in real
you're
life.
looking for?
Just how he
I
is.
mean, I think he said he's hairy, so he could probably fit.
Dallas is a Cat Dad in real life.
In real life, yeah.
It's not inaccurate.
It's not insulting.
There's the E3. It's been a long time since I've been actually in Ishgard.
Yep.
I had to go for a fucking walk.
I mean, I guess you've only been in Corpus the whole time. Though.
Yeah, I've been in Corthus, but like we went on a fucking hike. Okay, so it's the airship landing. I don't think I have an
Gotta do
E3
that
right thing.
thing, and then I can turn that in and get my Conberry costume, and I can be done with this event.
Somebody's just
Hey, look,
abandoned a kettle in the
Be
street.
done with an event in like an hour. That's surprisingly way nicer than most events I've ever done.
For 14, I feel like being an MMO, it already understands that you have a package of like things you can do every day anyway. I feel like the seasonal events are usually like, hey, log in for a couple hours during the event period, get it done. Sometimes there's a little bonus stuff, and then move on with your day. Here's your fun thing. Bye.
Yeah.
And
Generally,
depending
yeah.
If I may
if
cut
you-
in here, this is actually part of Yoshi's P's design philosophy, is that he wants Final Fantasy 14 to be a game that you don't feel obligated to play all the time to get the good stuff.
And I
He
appreciate that.
understands he understands that people are busy and have things to do, so if you can just get in and maybe play a couple hours a day, you can still get a lot done. And that's how the events are laid out.
And there's some fun stuff. They added, I think it is only I think it's in the cash shop, but they added school uniforms for spring, and they are unisex,
Yep.
Surprising.
which is pretty cool and funny.
If only I could
I need to-
fucking. God, if only I could fucking change the uniform I wear in fucking 3 houses. I refuse to wear the academy uniform because it looks. I don't know how else to put it. You look like an SS officer.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, I think the
For
uniforms.
for
I think
male pilot.
the uniforms are a little fashy. Also, I feel like
I call them Gylith.
I feel like also just in general, I don't nothing against Three Houses. I do like their art style. I I do kind of feel like this happens in a lot of Switch games, but some of the models and textures are still a little like they're not as crisp and clear as they could be. We understand this is on the Switch. It's not, you know, the sharpest designs in the drawer. As opposed to, like, you know, RE4 remake, where I look at everybody and I'm like, oh my god, you're so shiny!
What, you don't like toothpaste, John?
Actually, no, I, not specifically against, Alir, but I have not picked up N-Gage, and I don't know if I bought it and played it, I might get over it, but I still kind of don't like how they shifted the art style a little for N-Gage. The models still look a little weird to me.
Very odd. If you've seen any gameplay, it gets very weird.
For what it kind of feels like what they were aiming for with N-Gage was they were trying to, like, not literally, but they were kind of, like, trying to, like, transpose the Fire Emblem Heroes market onto a mainline game. Like, hey, look at all these cameos. It's the anniversary game. Look at all this stuff. And the art style is a little weird. I guess they needed to, like, revamp it to make everybody fit because you're doing legacy characters. That's always an interesting thing.
Like, I don't dislike N-Gage from the looks of it. Like, and from what I've heard, it's very competent.
Most people say the gameplay is really good.
Yeah.
So it's like, from what I've heard, it's like the new Fates. Like, great gameplay, story, and writing.
Well, I've said this before. I think all Fire Emblem writing is just pants on head. I don't think there's a single game where I would be like, that story was great.
I don't know. I feel like there are some that have good stories. It's just I do kind of feel like sometimes Fire Emblem, because everything has to justify why you have to do attack map, there's usually at least one moment in the story where somebody does something dumb just so you have to punch them. Like there's a little bit of unnecessary conflict in the game, but it is a strategy RPG, so what the fuck else are you gonna do?
This is a rare opinion. I don't know, most of the community disagrees with me. I think 7 has the worst story, by far.
Which one's 7?
Blazing Blade.
Quote unquote.
No, Binding. Yeah, Blazing.
No, it's Blazing Blade.
Yeah.
Or Blazing Sword, technically.
That's the one with Roy, right?
No, that's the one with Eliwood and Lynn and Hector.
Okay, so just quickly, sorry to interrupt, but
no, don't be
as you
sorry.
guys
Interrupt. Go for
asked,
it.
I loaded to Ravana with 2 other tone bearers.
Nice.
Dude.
Yeah, only 2, sadly.
I don't feel like I can be a Tonberry unless I start playing Rogue.
I mean, I don't know. When I put the costume on to show people, with my still being Dragoon, it was very funny.
Though Tonberry Monk does sound kind of hilarious.
Feast
Punch
your
daggers.
eyes upon our latest and greatest feat of engineering.
Dude, doing that in
We call
PvP,
it
just
a
doing
mana
thunderclap, instant transmission in front of people. Hello.
Did Wedge and Biggs have VAs in AAR?
No.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember if I heard them speak
As
before.
someone playing them right now, no. They do not.
Ah, we have invented ye old fantasy fighter jet.
After you put down Gaius, Wedge and me struck out on our own for a bit and started work on the successor to the tiny Bronco.
Oh, I remember what Omega's doing. No, sorry, I was distracted.
Impressive little thing, isn't she?
I accidentally
My
hit
talent
LB
for ship
to the
design
ship.
is plainly rubbed off on me.
Oh no! At least you can cancel that.
Yeah. We only have 1 boss, so it went off very quickly.
Oh boy. I forgot it's that quick sometimes.
So, I instantly just went, hey, don't give me a call, I fucked up.
Aw.
I don't know. Mega
Okay,
Ultra
I
said
gotta own up to it.
in the text chat, the crow chat, about how the combat in Engage looks cool.
They've adapted the
Call me
principles
like an
of
oldster,
corrupted crystal
but
technology
I
and constructed
I
a
still think
mechanism
that
which
like
converts
the
ether
2D
from its
animations
surroundings
were
into elemental
really,
wind.
really good. Like
Said wind
the fact
is
that they were
the
doing
harness
2D
by
sprites, they
specially
could do
engineered
so much
sails,
weird
providing the
fluid
craft
shit that's
with
like
propulsion
really
and
cool.
lift.
Some of them were
All in
dumb.
all, a
I
most
like
elegant
when we last
solution.
had like a big video binge. I threw in like every GBA crit animation video in there. It's like 15 minutes long. Magic swords were very lazy.
Yes.
Just hold up sword, magic happens. But like
I think magic in general has always had a bit of a late edge.
a couple of them have some spicy ones, but like
I
Myrmidon's
like-
Blade Masters and by extension Lyn, so fluid. So many after.
I'm kind of 50-50 on it, even though I am an old fuddy-duddy. I do like some of the 3D games, but to me it really
The
depends on the
design
game.
does, however, come with one...
Like, Awakening, I think, has awful animations.
The energy conversion
Like,
ratio is bloody awful.
absolutely abysmal.
To generate
because they
enough
have no
power to
feet.
get you off the ground, you need to
That
be in an
too,
area
but
of
no,
rock
just
with
their general,
predominantly
like,
wind
it was the
aspect
first
of
3D
ether.
game they did. Well,
In other
the
words,
first
there are a few
handheld
places
3D
you
game
can
they did.
fly, lots of places
Teleus
you
is a bit
can't.
different because they're using better hardware, but
The new Ishgardian airship.
I don't know, there
hasn't
were
left
just
the
some
boys much
animations,
time
like
to
the
tinker,
javelin animation
meaning
is
it may be a
awful.
while before
yeah,
this
that's
particular
awful.
project takes off. If you'll forgive the
Fucking
pun.
most magic in that game looks terrible unless you're doing wind magic or Nosferatu.
Hi, sir. Also, I may be wrong in this, but I feel like the spiel we just had about the Aether and the flying vehicle and stuff was them trying to set up when they added the flying mechanic. Even though technically you could start working on that with currents earlier.
Yep.
I feel like that spiel, they were like, listen, you need to convert. You need more mana in the air, the Aether of wind. I'm like, okay, I understand this.
This was the expansion they added
Kataru,
flying,
what's
and I think they
happened?
backported it in later patches.
I've been looking all over for you. There's been word from Ulda. It's about her grace,
I
the
think my
Sultana.
biggest problem with Engage is that they took the genie out of the bottle for me with Three
It
Houses.
seems you're required elsewhere.
I'm having
Leave
trouble
Amana
wanting
Cutter
to go
with
back
us.
to a game
We'll
that's
see
not as
that she's
customizable.
airworthy and suitably equipped to slice through those winds.
Well, just buy your DLC and get your magic rings, Dallas. Recruit more characters from past games.
Yeah, but I can't make. No, what I mean is I can't make.
No, Dallas cutting out.
Dallas cuts out again at the
You,
The
meanwhile,
Nintendo
should
Mafia came
concentrate
for
on
him.
Providing Raoban and the Sultana
Sorry,
whatever help they
it's
need.
like I just missed that I can make anyone anything.
It's pretty fun. That which they kept for I believe they kept that for Three Hopes, the Muso one. Alright, quest complete.
Wee.
The Wii U has some really good games on it.
Oh yeah.
Like I have Tokyo Mirage sessions for the Wii U. I never actually played it. I want to.
It's very funny.
I mean, you can pick it up on. Didn't they do a Switch port?
They did, but apparently it's the censored version, and you know how Lucky feels about that.
Well, so's the Wii U version if it's in English.
It's not.
Okay, you got a Japanese version.
Well, no. The original one wasn't censored.
No, yeah, the original. Part of it has to do with one of the VAs in it.
Really?
I think so, if I'm remembering the character correctly. Yeah.
No, but the original Wii U version wasn't censored, but the re-release on the Switch is a censored version based off of something. I can't remember. I haven't thought about it in a while.
I'll Google it. Why not?
Googling what's censored and whatnot is funny. Like, I remember everyone's like, yeah, I love SMT Nocturne. I was like, what do you mean? I've always known it as Lucifer's Call, because I grabbed the European version.
With guest visitor Dante from Devil May Cry 2.
Yeah, but it's just funny. It's like, I don't... In my mind, I'm like, I don't know it as Nocturne.
Honestly enough, I think that's like my first like thing with DMC was seeing him in Nocturne. I think I then
featuring Dante from the Devil's May Cry series.
Oddly enough, I think my first actual DMC was 5.
I tried to play 3 because my sister rented it out, and I think her only reason for renting it out was because there's a cool-looking, sexy man on the cover.
Also, yes,
I mean, I've rented games for worse reasons.
Thank you for coming.
Also, yes, chat. I have pre-ordered Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection for the PS4.
I did as well, so I did
No thanks are necessary,
God, I need to
trust
order
cooperation
Ryza 3 and put it on my shelf where Ryza 2 is still as unopened.
Thanks to Eggy and her ministrations, I've regained much of the strength.
Listen, I'm just supporting thick thighs.
She's been getting thicker. She's been eating well.
She's getting older.
Each purchase
I gather you have made progress in the search.
Also, has anyone seen like the meme of that because Ryza and RE4 came out at the same time that there's a joke of Ryza being a bomb dealer to Leon?
Alchemical supplies had been delivered to the palace.
There's a lot of gags about that. It's
Listen,
like
if
the fucking.
Isabel and
I remember,
fucking Doom Guy can be friends, so can Ryza and fucking Leon S. Kennedy.
Also, I love Ryza being like part of the pirate
Papa
pirate
Shan's
collective that is the
assistance,
merchant.
I set out to ascertain the source
Listen,
and
she makes a
nature
lot of
the
weird
shipment.
shit.
What are you
My
buying?
inquiries led me to Frondale's frontistery.
Wrong voice, Dallas.
Too deep.
Welcome.
Think of like Spanish.
boy, at a high
think of
price.
Spanish pirate, honestly.
No problem.
He's not real. No, he's very
not
cockney.
Spanish at all.
Fair enough.
Welcome, stranger.
I think
Oh
they made
boy,
him
it's a
pirate.
high price.
You've got the stench of blood on you, stranger.
It's got a Babylon, you know.
It's always funny when
There,
people
I
talk
learned
about
that an order had been placed for a curious
people I
substance
watched growing
designed
up
to
always
sustain
called him
patients
Australian
trapped in
whenever.
death-like slumber.
Really?
No, he's very
A
cockney.
death-like slumber.
Yeah, which yeah.
I mean,
no.
in the original, I've heard some people say that they thought his voice was more Australian. I think he's more Cockney leaning in the remake.
I
but-
feel like the people who think that he's more Australian have never talked to an Australian person. Because
I know.
Honestly,
Australian is very
It
up in
lends some
the,
weight to
it's
Dulalla's
not like
claims,
dawdle.
aye. Her Grace
It's
is
a little
likely
forward.
somewhere within
Very
the palace,
up.
a bed but alive.
I'm in the category of I can't tell the difference, period.
Same. I listen to
really
Loth all the
getting
time, and I don't
attempts to
understand
extricate
anything
the
about his
Sultana,
Australian
however.
accent.
It seemed
It's the
odd
thing
to
of
learn
I've just grown to
that
accept that I
substance was
think
used
that
to induce her
Australia just
trouble.
has a variety of accents like
To
most
that
other
end,
countries.
I made
Remember-
inquiries
but
as to the
also-
whereabouts of the one
Like,
most
I have an
likely
Australian
to have
accent, quote
administered it.
unquote, but I've been
The
told
lady
by
in waiting.
Australians I sound American, so it's really a crap.
No, you'd have like the weakest Australian accent
We
I've ever
sent for
heard for
you
someone
as soon as we
who's
learned
there.
of her location. All that remains is to apprehend the one.
I can still tell you have an Australian accent, but you live in Australia.
It is
I
very
would
thin,
be
honestly,
an
yeah.
ex-
Poor in
an
a silver
expat.
bazaar.
Yeah, like I grew up on.
But we must
American
tread
cartoons,
carefully.
So I guess that kind
The
of.
market is not the bustling
Thank
place
you.
it once was, and someone is short. We must be
I remember
prepared
telling
for
many
the worst,
Australians
and
that they sound like New
being
Zealanders.
short an arm, I thought it
Well, that's
was
what you
a
should
That's
fight.
one way to piss them off.
It's
What say
technically
you,
true.
warrior of light?
It's like
They're a little different.
you compare me to a Kiwi.
Then I pity the bastard that
Look,
stands
I've
in
seen
our
some-
way. Come, my friend.
There's some big ass New Zealanders I wouldn't want to fuck with.
I think this is a fair
not.
comparison. Australia is to New Zealand what England is to Wales.
Well, there are a lot of sheep.
I was about to say, man, I guess England doesn't like certain large fish.
I missed. I was trying to talk to Yugi, I actually talked to Alpha now.
It's fine. I feel like I'm comparable to Alphino in some odd ways and in a dumb way.
I
I'm not
don't
gonna
even
compare
know
to
why that went there. I just meant that on stream, I was trying to talk to Yugi for a quest objective and missed her and got Alphino instead.
You are not like Alphino, Axe, at all.
Yeah.
Not even close.
You see, Alphino grows and has character.
Well, can't
it's
even
just
finish the thought.
They're completely different. Like, I don't think Axe
Oh no!
ever...
No, he left.
Nah.
Where the
Oh, jeez.
Wow, you slammed him so hard he left.
Alpha no, more like Alpha no.
No, I love Alphino. I will not hear slander against this man. This giant fucking dork.
I was about to say something really, really mean too.
To Axe or to me?
No, to Axe. I was gonna say, yeah, I like Alpha now.
That was actually what I was about to say too. That I changed it. I still.
Oh god.
I'm not.
Hey, he's back.
It's by all of you bullshit.
He's not even speaking English anymore.
Garg, narg, narg. Well, no,
I hate
I
that
don't think-
I get brain damage because I can't
I
articulate
don't
words
think we
normally
were
anymore.
ever. No, that's just normal.
That's normal.
I don't
Admit
think...
that we only have one brain cell, Axe.
I was
Admit
about
it.
to say, you what are you doing?
It's like you fucking control piss, goddammit.
We are a collective, Axe.
We are the Studiomega stream.
Brain, sure, but not one brain cell. My line is the quality.
Never noticed the name of this region, chat.
What was the name
It's
of the
very
guy
funny.
from ME2?
Which one?
What?
The guy you kept fighting in Mass Effect 2.
Oh,
Well,
Harbinger?
Yeah, we are Harbinger.
Actually,
Yeah.
that's you know brains. How many brains do you need to actually function as a person?
a lot. I mean, it depends on what kind of creature you are. There are single-cell
Also,
organisms that do just fine.
I love the fact that the joke is like the one brain cell, and Axe is always worried like, wait, will we die if we have one brain cell? And that just completely
He always
skipping
just takes
over.
it so literally. I'm like,
I mean, that's in a non-offensive way. I believe that is the
It's more
autism
just a stance
talking.
thing.
well,
It's more just a stance of being like, I refuse to go that. little-
Well, if you consciously refuse to engage in the bit, it's your own fault when we're
Oh.
just like, Axe, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Wait, Omega, you talked to Sid?
Yeah.
To be fair,
Oh.
autism is a spectrum. I
It is.
did mean that
Yeah, we
wasn't meant to
blasted
be a joke. That wasn't meant to be a joke.
No, Dallas is
It's
is a brain professional.
I am a brain science.
It is
man.
called
I'm about
autism
to say, I don't
spectrum
use it as such thing
disorder.
as a brain professional. There's only brains we
No.
kind of understand what's going
No,
on.
yeah, that's the entire point of my profession. Alright, so we understand about like 20% about the brain. Here's that.
I mean, there's a reason. It's not a 100% correct statistic, but there is a reason there is that statistic about how you're only using 10% of your brain. The parenthetical on that chat is at a time. The main thing is that all the parts of your brain do something. You're just not using all of them in the same way at the same time, which
It's why I
confuses
get
us.
pissed- Yeah, it's why I get pissed off when people are like, "Oh, the brain's like a supercomputer." It's like, no, there is no supercomputer on this goddamn Earth that is even close to as complicated as the brain.
I know an interesting story that like a lady had brain damage as a kid, and it eventually developed where she had literally 10 different personalities that could talk independently of each other.
Yeah, there's
And
been
that wasn't a
cases
fake
where
thing. That just legitimately happened.
someone got a rail. Pretty famous one is someone got a
Also that
rail
one, yeah,
spike
too.
through his eye.
Oh, Phineas Gage.
And it changes, changes personality. One of the, and technically, it's a method of lobotomy that is still technically practiced in extreme cases. Usually, God, what is the prognosis of it? It's like if someone is having constant high damaging seizures, you can separate their two brain lobes.
Oh yeah,
and will
you separate the
stop
lobes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've heard
But
of
that's
that.
it's a really extreme. Like it has to be a very extreme case.
Like it's being like, if we do this, otherwise they'll just die eventually.
And I mean, there's not that I recommend it, but there is a reason why certain cultures engage in trepanning, where they snip a little bit out of your skull and let some of your brain stuff expand. It does something.
No, that's a lobotomy. Trepanning is different. Trepanning is when they drill a hole in your head.
Oh yeah, and it lets out the brain, it lets out the juice.
Lets out the demons.
Yeah, you section out part. Technically, it doesn't have to be with a drill, pretty sure, but you just section out part of the skull.
I have seen a thing where people,
it's fun.
I don't know if this is just a weird like cockabee thing, but I saw like a modern day thing of like a lady like up under like a board of doctors openly like crack part of her skull so that her skull could expand because her brain was having inflammation, was having like active swelling.
That is actually a thing.
Skull deformity.
Your
You are Meriel, the Sultana's former lady in waiting.
But I won't press the text box until I finish my thought. Yeah, your skull is designed to grow, but at some point it does kind of fuse into shape, and there's not really any extra like space for your brain to do stuff. This is why like concussions and brain inflammation are dangerous, because you
This is why
don't really have
baby heads are
brain
so
space.
fucking huge.
Yeah, because we
Well,
need to
it's
be born.
because the skull is not even one piece. It's it's like I think it's like 9 pieces or something.
Yeah, I don't remember the number, but there's multiple. You technically have multiple different bones in your skull that are all just attached. And I think that's one of the bones you get less of as an adult because part of them fuse.
Yes.
Dallas, you work with brains?
Surprise, bitch.
Yeah, I'm a psychologist.
Oh, nice. I'm a neuroscientist.
Pray, excuse
Nice.
Fight,
I'm
fight, fight.
I'm the physical counterpart of you.
I
really
lean to.
Legitimately?
Oh yeah, I work in a research lab.
You say about your software?
Yes. Wait, Star, is that you asking me that?
Yes. Just
You
making
didn't know I was yeah, working with Drosophila in UCLA.
What does that entail? I'm sorry to sidetrack, but I'm
Brain
actually
stuff. I'll take my
I'm,
headphones
like,
off for a
super
second.
curious.
Continue.
Brains that are smaller than breadcrumbs.
Oh, okay.
Hold on,
okay.
just quick thing to Omega, what's happening on stream, which is like you are that person, yes, and as a text box clearly he's just fucking dumping them out.
He's
Listen,
right?
you go through an assassination and betrayal pot, and you just turn the snark meter to max. Just like, I'm done with everything. You can't see it, but Lucky is pantomizing, just throwing the lever forward.
It was like a quad betrayal. It was like a lot. God, I remember doing this section as like a Dark Knight and being like, man, I wish I could murder people right now, and I feel like I would accept the consequences.
I feel like you think that a lot in a lot of situations.
Yeah, I
Let's be
feel
real.
like you
Actually,
you're
we're very murder happy.
Well, no, it's more of like the specific whole plot line, but
you're misunderstanding
you're not wrong there, but I feel like you like to wake up and choose violence.
Mayhap
Wait,
it
hold
would be
on.
better
it's
coming
just
from
very
me.
specific people.
There we go. That for you, Axe.
I think I also just say it more than I actually mean it.
I
Hold on, I'm gonna need you to get that. I need you to put
As you know,
accents into
Teledji had
Here's the
his
thing.
Cartano reclamation bill was no more than a
mindset of
a means
Genghis
to
Khan.
get his grubby
I will
little
not
hands
choose
on
violence.
the Allagan
However, if you
monstrosity
choose violence
Omega.
to me, I will
Wow,
obliterate
what a way to say.
and
By the way.
everything you know.
Oh my
That's
god.
my. I will not throw the first hit, but I will throw the last.
Hey, Megan, look, she showed up again with her fucking magic hat.
Yeah. There's stuff going on. I was trying to figure out a way to communicate to chat while you guys were talking about something else, because there's some real cinema happening right now. I love the cutscene streaming, and there's a lot of facial expression shit we've learned about.
Yeah, it's a great scene. It makes you hate certain people a lot.
Listen, they learned well from their Hildebrand experimentation.
Suddenly,
This sounds really stupid. How do you
seemed the most
do Grand Company quests again?
I am told.
Well, you gotta go to your Grand
Teledji
Company
had discovered
office.
a maid in whose
And then I
veins
think
ran the
it
blood of
depends on what
House Thor.
rank you are.
A
Like,
new,
there's
more pliable
some ranks will
puppet
ask you to do
sit the
specific quests to
throne.
rank up.
Twould have caused an
Otherwise, you
uproar,
just
of
complete your
course, but
hunting log
few
for them
could have
mostly. I
contested her
think.
claim.
Am I misremembering
I think
anything?
I gotta do my hunting log.
Yeah,
I
probably.
know
That's
some
where
of
I
them
had to
make
go
you
for a
do a
while.
dungeon.
Yeah, that sometimes the quest they ask you to do is like, hey, go do a dungeon.
I think one of those was
Good old
Cutter's
Samara
Pride.
Gothel.
Anyway, Star, I'll probably be dealing with yourself for the long term.
Alright.
No.
Has been sure.
Yeah,
plain
I've been
that
working with them
Teledji's
since
wild
undergrad, so it's been
machinations
like
had
quite a few
outgrown
years.
our ability to control them. So I
I think most of the most
lot
of the
of
research stuff I
nanomold.
did, I did most work with mice.
I have no
Just
desire
because on
to
an emotional
harm her
level, they're more
grace.
comparable.
Could profit me little to
Yeah, but they're
destabilize
much more
our
of a pain to work with.
government.
I can have
That's very
100.
true.
I can have 100
Mary
just off
Elliott
already in like a
administer
day or like a
potent
week, and
sleeper.
you ice guys will take like months just to have like one to start working with.
You should know, General, that your dear friend
And I don't have to
Ilbert
deal with
was
anything
fully
like
aware of
rights
my
or anything
plan.
like that.
I had
Euthanasia?
him
True,
lie
no,
on
not a lot of
assassination
people
as a
are
means
begging
to
for
pry
fly
your
rights.
rage against Teledji.
Well, not now. I think there used to be a day where someone might have thrown a Molotov at a university or something.
You conniving little worm.
Why do you have to grin
You
up
had your
saying that?
cloak.
You dick?
But of course, when a new game begins, 'tis only prudent to have a piece on
In the
the
east.
board.
the
Ilbert
shroud.
was mine.
In the east of the
So
shroud.
helpful.
Fuck you, goddamn it! I was thinking it. Now I have to contend with Pretzel to say witty things before me as well.
You could have said in the shroud of the east.
There's a lot of people in this voice call, okay?
The East Shroud.
I think my performance is the opposite of West Shroud.
West Shroud.
You can't see me. I just flashed like 6 gang signs super fast.
Truth
Okay,
be told,
who's saying that
a
in stream
significant
chat?
proportion of the Braves' initial endowment
Oh,
was
the
also
which
mine.
Studiomega? It's me.
With such large sums moving about, 'twas a rather
I'm
trifling
not sure if
matter
you're
to
saying that to
disguise
me or
my
the character
own
on screen. And I was
No, I'm communicating to the chat watching the stream thoughts. It's clown to clown communication.
Sorry, we are talking a lot.
It's okay. I mean, you guys are technically talking over the cutscene when I take my headphones off, but most people I think in chat have seen already. It's just trying to get my reactions out. Seriously though, the fucking camera movement in this quest is great.
Oh, by the way, anyone
thinks of
watching the
naught
stream,
but
please
prizing
take note. If you
Alamigo
purchase
from the
the Final
grasp
Fantasy
of the
14 starter
Empire.
pack for a limited time, you can get up to Stormblood free,
Unlike
the entire
you,
expansion.
General, the
Now is a
poor
great time to
fellow
buy
seems
it,
quite
and if you buy it,
unable
please
to
join
forsake
Ultras.
the
Enjoy
land of his
Mafia so we may
forefathers.
have more victim-ID people
That's why
to
he
help us
called
with
you a
content.
traitor to your people.
Yeah, I don't think chat heard me
Disgrace
bonk my
to
skull
your
there, but I forgot.
homeland.
I put it in the description, but yes,
Things.
Stormblood has been
always
temporarily
compared to?
added for
Oh,
free
yes,
if you
an
purchase the starter edition, on
overgrown
top of
lapdog
Heavensward already
begging
being
for
free.
scraps at the Sultana's
Yeah.
table.
I think I remember
We laughed.
when I first started playing. That was one of the things that got me to Storm. Fuck, I'm tripping over my own words. Like back when I first officially started, years ago, I was like,
Ilbert's
"Hey, join the
entertaining
free trial
little
now. You can get
outbursts
Heavensward
eventually
for free
gave way to wearisome
for a limited time."
tirades, and the
And
zealous
then they
group
eventually
became
added it to the whole thing.
unruly.
Oh yeah, no, I think I
had
mentioned that in
no
game
wish to
chat. If
see
they're
you
doing this now,
executed,
they're
you
probably
understand? But
by the
he
time
would
of the
not
next
take
full
no
expansion,
for
they'll
an
probably add
answer.
Stormblood.
Rest assured, his
Yeah,
employment with me has long
yeah, because
since
I mean, it keeps you with the rolling axis of content, and then the more content out.
Also, dear Squeenix, Please add a tank class next.
A new tank class?
Yeah. Or a ranged magic DPS. One of the two.
When was Dark Knight the last tank ad?
No,
no,
Gunbreaker.
Gunbreaker was.
Gunbreaker,
that
right.
That was Shadowbringers.
Okay.
Yeah, Shadowbringers.
Honestly, if you look at the class listing, it's actually listed from up to down in like oldest to newest.
Well, I'm in the middle of a cutscene, so I can't check, but that is good to know.
So
I'm just waiting. You can go ahead.
I'm doing my beast tribes,
Which
and I talked to
brings
this
us
person,
neatly
like,
to
hey,
the
make these things for me. I
What
made
say
them,
you, General?
teleported away, and forgot
Both
to
you
talk to him
and the
again.
Sultana are alive.
Just had to go all
we
the way
have
back.
one corpse and
I
one
did that today
fugitive,
too, actually.
and preparations have been made
So,
to restore
continue,
your
Pencil.
good name.
I was gonna say,
Shall
when can we
cry
get Moogle
quits
as a
and
playable
start again
race?
with a blank ledger?
Dude, I'd be so down for that.
This world will immediately just be flooded with Moogles.
No, I'd stick Vieira.
I mean, I don't know. The way they did the 14 style of Moogles, they'd have to do some changes. Like, the 12 Moogles were actually, like, designed with models to, you know, rattle around and, like, talk to people. That could work. But the Moogles in 14 are very Moogly.
No, we do have a thing with parallel worlds and weird people living in weird places. We might one day just pop out with like large Moogles.
Sorry, just
After all
quick
you've
thing.
done,
I need to say this because
you're
I found this
guilty
fucking
of high
hilarious.
treason.
The place I interviewed for, they have like an online portal thing where they have like a lot of things you can find. Guess what it's called?
What?
It's called Moogle. and I tried my best to not lose my shit during the interview process.
That is also
Koopo.
pretty funny considering that I was thinking
Please
of
tell
this,
me you snuck in at least one Koopo in somewhere.
What I did do was at some point that we were talking, yeah, it's Moogle, like because the lady who explained it also said, yeah, we just changed one letter from Google.
Stay your
And I was
blade,
like, oh, I'm
Master
surprised no one has
Odin.
gone great googly
You
moogly.
yourself are not innocent. Or have you forgotten your
It's all gone to
own
shit,
crime
Koopo.
in executing
What if that's the test? You don't get
Teleggi
accepted unless you say
without
Koopo.
trial?
I know, right?
Willy Wonka.
That'd be great. If that's the secret. That's the secret. Like,
That's very
hiring
funny
word.
considering that Final Fantasy VII Remakes Moogles are very koala bear-like. If you do Chocomog summon.
God, Star, I just imagine.
I haven't
Moogles
thought of
as
Great
Google
Googly
Plus.
Moogly in a long time.
Great Googly.
It's all
But yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff with
paladin.
the trial gap and stuff going on here. They're setting up for future stuff. That's good. I don't remember who it was. I think it was The Verge. Somebody. Hold on, sneeze. Snuck up on me fast. I got it. I think it was The Verge. Somebody, I assume for just cheap clicks, tweeted the worst Final Fantasy XIV expansion is now free, which immediately the entire internet was like, hold up.
Well,
Don't
actually,
cook.
no. Yeah, no. I think I saw it yesterday. Asm's Step was trending, and people were just talking about
Though you
like all the
acted
things
out
they
of
loved
loyalty
about
to the Sultana.
I think
such
somebody,
acts are in
I think some
violation of
people
both
said
the
it best,
word
where
and
it's like,
spirit
even if
of the
hypothetically
law.
Stormblood is the worst expansion, Final Fantasy XIV is great all around, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It has
my
like
favorite comment is like
it has some like it has some
Worst expansion,
lows.
still a 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
It has some lows, but I feel like it has a lot of payoff because that's when it starts where all your previous expansions start paying off as build up.
Well, yeah, no. Yeah, I think Axe is right. Stormblood starts paying off
you
on certain
would,
storylines that
Lord
get started
Lolorito?
in A Realm Reborn and Heavensward.
Yeah, not to go into the detail,
I
but
can
I
see how
believe
it's
you.
not great, but the payoff is so good.
All right. I believe you mentioned that to me when I started. I should phrase that the we as the stream started Heavensward, where like Heavensward kind of starts at its own angle and obviously has some follow up, which we are literally showing on stream right now. But you said that there was definitely some character follow through that won't like loop back around until we get to Stormblood, which I'm excited for. I love
Stormblood.
storylines.
Like Stormblood is good because it wraps up a lot of plot lines with stories, and then when you get to Shadowbringer is when
This potion will wake the
I guess the best
Sultana
way I can
from
say
her
it is
slumber.
you and the other Cylons become
Consider it
the
a
squad.
gesture of conciliation.
Yeah,
like,
I think you mentioned that because I talked about that. Like, I feel somewhat tight with most of the Scions through AAR, but it's definitely like there's some back and forth, and some of it is reliant on where your starting zone is. Because like, if you don't start with them, you don't really hang out with Thancred and Y'shtola that much. You have a little bit with them, like one plot line, but very often they will just be like, "All right, you go do this. I'm gonna take 5 and go handle the other half of this."
No, but once you hit Shadowbringers, because, well, for reasons,
You will find
like the
her
Scions are
grace
like
resting
the people
comfortably
you have,
within her
you have to
private
rely on the most to get
chambers.
shit done, so you
Should
start
you
spending a lot of
doubt
time
my
in it.
word,
Shadowbringer was
I
the
shall
expansion where they
willingly
actually
accompany
started
you.
the trust system, where you can have NPCs in dungeons. They've been slowly backporting that. And that's another thing that really helped it, because when you use the trust system, characters, like depending on who you take, because you can't take all of them, you actually can pick and choose. They will say different things at different areas and like to other people at different times. So you know you get to see a lot more characterization of them and
for
stuff.
that, you have my
And everyone
gratitude.
everyone has to deal with like their own little demons here and there. Like, actually, yeah, no, all of them. Now that I think about it, Thancred has some shit going on. Yastrola has some shit going on. Alisaie, Alpha Node.
Well, and that's like a really easy way to do an ensemble cast is like, hey, everybody has like a character arc or a hang up or a past thing. Let's go solve that. I, the Warrior of Light, have no trauma. Definitely. Definitely no trauma.
It's a lie. Quick interruption. I just got the message that someone Chocobo has returned from battle, despite being in a place where no battle's happening. But it has the best name. Quetzalcoatl.
Oh, I forgot to mention that earlier, but while I was doing PvP, you see all the best names in Glamour Plates doing that when the big lineups show up in Crystalline Conflict. Like there's some crazy shit that pulls up of just like the funniest stuff.
What was I going to say about Stormblood? No, yeah, I wanted to say this earlier. Stormblood has one of my favorite post-expansion patch stuff. 5.0. What's it 5.0? No,
4.1, 4.2, 4.3 are pretty great.
4.0 to 4.3 is some of my best favorite things.
It's entirely other arcs and they're good.
I can't remember what part that is, so I'm like, man.
I'll send Lucky a DM and he'll instantly know.
I mean, I know what my favorite part was, but I don't know if that's what a lot of people think it
I feel like the best way that's a non-spoiler is Shitty Family.
Yeah, Alpha no Yugi, that was real awkward, huh?
No. I cry eternal.
I don't think Final Fantasy's had an expansion where people are like, no, we don't like this yet.
This
I think people were hung up about Stormblood because it had a very shaky start.
Yeah, was it like a tech thing?
Yes,
No.
that was a point. Kind of. People couldn't get in, and there was a point where it's like you had to talk to Raban for something, and then get a solo duty. But for some reason, sometimes the solo duty would either kick you out halfway through, or would not register as complete.
Yeah, no, this is when they actually started using multiple instances of maps to deal with high traffic. Deal with high traffic.
Yeah, I feel like.
Well, Dallas is probably going to echo this, but I feel like it says a lot about Final Fantasy XIV that like the thing that maybe made people hesitant on an expansion was purely technical and was not like, oh, you guys introduced a expansion spending mechanic we hate, or we think this story arc fucking sucked, which is, I know, a thing that has happened with some WoW expansions where people are just like, wow, the narrative in this expansion is just
I
bad.
know some things that people didn't like one of the main characters, but I don't agree with them.
Anyway, so Kratos in chat is saying it correctly. What happened was it couldn't handle that many instances. So what happened was, in game, people were forming up fucking lines to get to Raban, so they didn't overload the instances.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we're gonna have our huge hardware upgrade soon.
It's why it's known as Raban EX.
I've heard a lot of opinions on Stormblood, both positive and negative. So basically, I've come to the conclusion that people's thoughts on it are mixed, which is still pretty good of a track record as far as MMO's expansions have. Because considering they're on what, 7 expansions, 6 expansions,
5.
We're on 6.0,
technically
so
we consider
5.
a Realm Reborn an expansion, even if it is a fucking round up. So that's 1, 2, 3.
Also,
4.
I'll say this, Omega. I don't trust WoW's players' ability to evaluate narratives because there are some people that think Burning Crusade has a good narrative, and I want to hit them with a hammer.
It's funny you mentioned WoW and narrative because Kratos Irving just mentioned about the WoW narrative in chat.
Well, in general, I think WoW is trying really hard to win back the crowd with Dragonflight because Blizzard has a bad rep for reasons, and also the last WoW expansion was controversial.
But they were wrapping up.
I'll be honest, I didn't actually mind the expansion at all, but a lot of other people did.
Did you enjoy the wrap up to their like decade-long story?
I mean, can I give a controversial opinion?
Yes, always.
I think WoW has had a bunk story for most of the expansions.
I don't actually know if that many people would find it that
other than Mists
controversial.
of Pandaria, I can't think of a expansion where I enjoyed the story.
I would need to pull up a list and like see because I've never played.
No, I don't
WoW,
like
but
Lich King. Look, there are some really good moments of Lich King story. There's also some really dumb shit in that storyline that doesn't go anywhere.
Wake up, Your Grace. Another day begins.
The fucking archdemon shows up
And the
halfway through.
sun blazes
I will
bright
be
upon
back
the sands.
eventually. Spoilers, he never is.
He'll be back eventually. Gucci died on the way back to his home
I
planet.
mean, no, I bet he will be back eventually because I bet that eventually Blizzard is going to run out of ideas and they're going to be like, all right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to bring back that guy we said we forgot about. Even though the original writer who wrote him has been fired for 20 years.
Oh well. And here you go, Omega.
Yeah, stuff's happening.
Her Grace is awoken. The palace
Also,
of
I won't talk
three
about
of those
this.
She's none the worse for her
It's
slaughter.
filled with tiny people.
All right, well, I gotta go to work, so have fun, guys.
Hey, man.
All right, talk to you
Have a
later.
good one, buddy.
You know, I've never actually thought about it now, but it's like one of 14's best things is it actually pays off all its plot
I
points
believe Her
usually.
Grace will soon resume her plans to
I've
place the government of Ul'dah
heard
into
on
the hands
Twitter
of its
there are a
citizens.
couple of things that they do kind of still have up in the air from like older expansions. Obviously not just from
Well, those are
like,
usually like one off.
later
They're usually like
content.
one or two offline quotes usually.
But yeah, it does kind of seem like generally 14's MO is like, okay, we brought up a plot point, we introduced a character, they got to come back. And sometimes that content was technically optional originally, like Crystal Tower. You know, Nero fucked off and then he shows back up. You know, we showed that on stream. Crystal Tower is no longer technically optional. It says you have to clear it to eventually get into some MSQ stuff. But it is, I think, like, to their benefit that they understand that players invest a lot of time in this game and they're going to catch these things. And it's a real easy way to make a ongoing narrative to just bring something back up.
Because like even when they don't, because I'll say this
Whatever
personally
path
from
she
AR,
chooses to take.
there's a lot of stuff in the ARR story proper that I was like, you didn't explain any of this. But then eventually they got to
Her
it in patch
Grace's
content.
compassion is a shining
which I do appreciate.
beacon to us all.
All right, I gotta go make an omelet.
Tis in the struggle
Right,
against
eggs.
our rivals that
Damn it, that's what I was
opportunities
thinking.
are seized and fortunes made.
Get me quick and draw.
The Empire on the offensive
Fastest,
once more
stupid
now
West.
would hardly seem the time to...
Fuck is it taking me so long to level this time?
Are you privy to new intelligence, my lord?
Are you
Yeah, hold up. You said
I
this guy-
immediately looked and said, "Is the buffs on?" Yes, the buffs are on.
I
This
would
Dorito.
hardly
I just remember
call it
being
new.
way
Remind me,
over
what
leveled
was
as
the
hell
name of
last
that
time?
enormous
I'm not
imperial
like,
warship
I'm falling behind
which
the
met
main
its end in
quest now.
Mordona?
Are you in
Wait,
patch?
You're not doing your dailies.
No, I'm almost.
I mean, I don't think
Could
that's
appear
correct.
that
I don't know
the
what Dallas is
Darlings
doing
have
different.
been
I
running
was
on
super
another
over leveled
such
through AAR.
vessel.
I'm
at
surprised that
40
Dallas was not.
Well, Omega, we started during the 2/3 times EXP event.
Oh, right, yeah. But I think Dallas reset his character. Then again, he might also not have played, though. You might have missed some of the time period.
Yeah, I think I did.
How
Because like
close are they
I
to
did
completing this
overlevel
ship?
in the beginning.
Is it
and
operational?
leveled a couple of other classes up to a
Its
point,
maiden
but I've been
flight
stuck
was a
with
success,
sticking
I
with
hear.
monks since like
I
level
should imagine
35.
Emperor Varus is eager to see how it performs
It
in
was
battle.
going fine, and then I just hit
My
a point in the story
lords
where I'm like,
and
yeah, you're
ladies,
level.
I move
oh.
that it is
Are you
time
doing like
to
side
repair the
quests and
damage
contents and
caused.
whatnot?
Is it because Ultros isn't currently a preferred server?
Possibly. It's just weird because spoiler. I did the whole like war table meeting cutscene thing, and then the quest after that.
Tis well that the Sultana
is
has
just
awoken.
locked behind level
The
49.
syndicate yet needs to put its house in order,
But
shouldn't she be like max? Shouldn't she at least be over like 51?
Uldar has taken control of its future.
Well, if you want to get some quick levels, Dallas, you're probably gonna have to turn to fucking dailies.
Yeah, I don't feel like. I'm just
well,
gonna do this
at least do your
shit.
leveling duty. Leveling duty.
I
That'll
have
get you a
decided to
minimum. That
disband.
gets you guaranteed
Among
half a
the
level.
recruits, there were those who
Guaranteed. That's
supported our
saying
order's
that
goals
whatever
and
XP you
convictions with
actually
all
get in the zone.
sincerity. 'Tis my
I was
hope
looking
that
for a
these
trial.
loyal men and
Like,
women
those
will
don't
choose
take
to...
that long.
I'm going for the one
As
that's
for
probably the
those who
fastest and the
sided with
easiest.
the
You don't have to
traitor,
worry too much.
Ilberd,
That's level.
They
That's
shall
literally
be
what it's
hunted
there
down
for.
and held to account for their crimes. It is my earnest...
You also got your hunting log if you really need to push it out.
That's what I'm doing right
Crystal
now. I'm doing the
Braves.
Immortal Flame.
The model army meant to pave the
Well,
way
that'll help
for
you
us.
out. Making sure to do hunting logs.
I need not tell you how deeply the betrayal stung me. Yet I see now that it was mine own naivety and pride which allowed the Braves to fall prey to
On
corruption.
the exact same done. I'll be done with 2 gremlins at once.
As ever,
It's always like the weird gremlin creatures that they need you to like gather and craft things for.
Yeah, because they
Like
don't
you,
want to do it themselves.
I mean to stand firm.
I mean, the
in face
Qatari
of
though, it's
look,
more just they're just kind of sad.
I mean,
cause.
I don't actually know necessarily what we mean exactly by gremlin creatures, but I don't know if you're kind of like small and have like weird little stubby hands. Maybe it's hard for you to gather and craft things.
Oh, that's
mean,
what I
that-
could do it.
Oh no!
that
It's
is
just
fair.
the Namazu and Mughals are fucking lazy.
I'll do a Beast Tribe thing.
Well, it's funny you say that because in the Namazu Beast Tribe, you are helping another Namazu crafter, and it's just like, wait, how can you
Let us
craft with your
resume the
tiny
search for our missing
hands?
comrades, that we might come together to shine
I'm
the
gonna
light
do
of
the
dawn.
Amalja.
The role of Crystal Brave Commander
Lizard
Sequest.
people. Yeah, big lizard boys.
Yeah, lizard boys.
I guess you could start all your beast tries. Like they might like give you enough to like push over.
Yeah,
I could
the
also
only
do
one-
the dailies once I unlock them. I think I can't do the Sahagin yet,
I'm not sure.
because I think it's 48.
It may be.
It shifts.
I know it's the highest one.
All I know is that you can unlock the Sahagin, oh no, not Sahagin, the Ixal, but actually leveling up in there is not,
Yeah, I can't do that one.
yeah, it's
It's
a
good for
crafting
low level
class.
crafting.
Only been here for 2 hours. Damn.
I just appreciate that you go there and the bird people are like, we want to fly. I was like, oh, cool.
It's been our cultural dream for generations.
We want to build a ship.
I baked that.
I
I
picked that
did too,
ship.
actually. It's funny. It's how it worked out.
Wait, how is it flying? Yeast.
The yeast rises.
Yeah.
Also, all these pieces of wood they found for me.
Was it an Armstrong type dream?
God, I just think about the dumb thing of. I love the twist and turns of that Ixal story because it goes into like some fun corporate shenanigans.
I didn't get that far on the Ixal storyline. All I
Aw.
do know is that at some point you must recruit the talents of a talented airship maker, and it's a Lalafell. I'm like, okay,
Yep.
of course.
It's Airship Maker's son, actually.
And immediately, oh yeah.
I really like the Sahagin one. That's the one I did the most.
The Ballad of the Sea Devil is a cool story.
Just because the Sahagin kind of like, to me, are like, it's probably the most serious one of the ones I did.
It is, honestly, it is very much
I
about
think it is,
like.
now I think about it. I think the Malja one is pretty good. It's pretty serious.
I didn't do that one.
The Cobalt one is not
The Cobalt one is
serious.
not serious at all.
It's not serious at all.
Yeah,
Okay, so
that's
we're
the
gonna-
other one I did.
Honestly, off with the lady who's helping them, who shows up and it's like, wait, you guys aren't attacking me? What the fuck are you even kobolds? And they're like, ah, she's mean and loud.
Run away and hide.
We just want to laze around and do nothing.
We're literally the bottom of the barrel. Actually, we're below the bottom of the barrel. We're the grime under the barrel.
The Amazra are just fighting.
We fight.
Honestly, I've always described it. The Algan story is about being a minority in a populated zone. The Sylphs are about.
I mean, they're
more
all about a
occupation.
minority being in a populated zone, if we're gonna be real.
Spoiler.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
But the Imolja is more about dealing with cults, honestly.
Holy shit! This is a cat lady on a giant dragon.
And honestly, the Kobold story is more like a workplace drama, oddly enough.
The Kobold
The
story
Cobalt
just
is the
goofy.
Office in Final Fantasy.
It is, honestly.
Love Cobalt.
Congratulations, Omega. You've talked to Yoshi B.
Yeah. Technically, I've talked to the Wandering Minstrel before, but that was actually a quest that was like, hey, go talk to that guy.
Hey,
No
if you're
shit.
not gonna start throwing spears, I'm not gonna start throwing punches.
The Brotherhood of Ash are good people. They try their best.
I think one of my favorite character tropes is, you know, the seemingly peaceful and weak, like, peaceful, weak character who never wants to fight. Until that one moment you just pushes him too far and he absolutely destroys people. I love those characters.
If
I
it's
was thinking
done
of, like, the
well,
leader...
it's good.
Sorry, go.
That's it. If it's done well, it's good.
Yeah. I think about the leader of the Brotherhood of Ash who's like, that dude does not fight, but he's got a fucking throwing arm.
Also, here you are, Omega, the only good people left in the Crystal Braid. Not Daniel Palace.
Hello, Loth.
Wait, I got that far.
We have some boys. I'm glad Eye Patch Boy is alive.
He made it to basically, I think, basically the edge of actually doing Heavensward is the dumb thing.
Anyway.
No, I didn't go that far.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna be quiet and not give any more context.
It is interesting how I feel like I don't recognize some of these people when they're not in the uniform.
I can recognize one
You
of
know
them.
what they say, clothing makes a person.
Also,
I will say, I think the only thing that is like slightly different is the Emoja are probably the most like very obvious at their real world influence.
I don't connect the dots
Hey,
really.
Lucky, why does it look like we've got Astro things when we sneak?
Spoiler: they're Native American related. They're
Yeah, no, they got a pretty strong Native American.
Yeah, I guess I just never got connected to that because I never understood the I guess connected with what they were doing for Sahagin.
Look at their fucking architecture.
Their architecture. They're in the desert. They wear like.
They have giant totem poles.
They have head.
Usable
they like their headdresses.
I'll say this: not necessarily Native American, North American. I would say Mesoamerican.
Yeah, no, I was about to say it's like you desert, like it's like Mojave and
like Central America.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. I'm
gonna go Central. I would definitely say Meso though, like Mesoamerican.
Lucky, that is the middle. Meso is middle.
Yeah, Meso is Central America.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just fucking dumb. I thought it meant
California and Nevada and Arizona. So basically there.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean.
God damn it!
Actually, now that you're thinking about it, you're right. If we actually take all the both Americas and put them together, yeah, no, it's still right about there when I think about it.
Damn it, Law.
Omega, you're laughing at that. That was followed and preempted by me pointing out Lucky.
Okay. Even in context without that, just that conversation we were having in VC, just to see Loth's little FC dumb show up. I got it. What? I guess I was looking over there.
God, I look so comfy in this coat.
It is a comfy looking coat.
Alright, that's done finally.
But yeah, no, sadly my mind was only 77.
Okay, I think I am done with fucking bee stripes today.
Lucky. Level 90 armor, I reached it.
Yay! Look at your tiny hammer for such a tiny man.
And look
it's my relic hammer.
You know what I do appreciate, and I hope Engage continues this. It just got in my brain. I hope it lets you be as sassy as you could be in Three Houses, because you can be an ass sometimes in that game.
Violet is very snarky.
If you have being snarky or sassy is always the correct choice.
Oh yeah, no, fully, especially with it makes sense with Violet, especially because technically, if you wait, you finished Three Houses, right?
Yeah. Well, technically, I only beat 2 routes because I couldn't be asked to bother with fucking.
Yeah,
good enough.
You beat, but you know then that all of the routes are technically canon because the canon is that it's a time travel thing.
I had to change things. Oh, Lucky's gone. I didn't have my gear equipped.
So it makes sense that.
Have you? Well, you finish your thing first, because my thing wouldn't be that long.
Oh yeah, mine will be very short. It makes sense that eventually, after enough loops, you're just like, fuck it, I want to be a snarky dick.
Yeah, no. Listen, politeness only lasts so long after you've done the same thing over and over again.
So, Lucky, you should totally do the quest to unlock the Crafter Relic stuff. You would not be disappointed.
Which one?
The Endwalker ones that was just released.
Oh, for the splendiferous tools?
Yeah, the splendiferous tools.
I'm still working on my Heavensward one.
Because you saw from the preview who it involves.
I don't remember.
Oh my god, there's an extra line if you do the scholar storyline.
I don't know if I've shown
Listen,
stuff on
look,
stream, but
look, this is like, I'm working on this because you see this? You see my fucking, we think it has a little dragon face on it with a crown. I'm all about this right now.
Hold on.
I can get a picture of this nonsense.
Yeah. I know where it is, Loth.
Well, okay, fine. It involves the other guy who gives you relic stuff.
Yeah. Who else would it involve? It's relics.
Yeah, I know, but that's the best part about it, though, where it is as well.
Him and his flowing fucking locks.
And yeah,
hello.
It is a trip. I was fucking laughing out loud the entirety of unlocking it. I was like, good hammer.
No, I gotta fucking finish my Weaver Heavensward and my Weaver's Botness, and then I'll go.
Where do the relics stop carrying over from? Because I know there's a point where like it restarts. For relic weapons, like.
Well, let me see here. Let me check my books.
I can't remember if it's Shadowbringers or if it's Stormblood.
Well, Shadowbringer relics are done. Like, let's see. The Apocalypse, my my Aroma Bore relic weapon stops at 135. And then my Heavensward relic weapon stops at 275. I don't even think my Pyros Grimoire is not done.
Well, doesn't the don't you have to have the ARR one for the
No.
Oh,
But here's the thing: if you have the Aroma Born one, you can trade it in to get a boost on your Heavensward one. I don't think you do that with any other one though.
No.
Because you make the Stormblood, you get the first part of that for free, and then you start upgrading it. And the Shadowbringer ones, you have to do Bodja.
Well, first you have to unlock Bodja, and then you have to spend tombstones. And then
Endwalker right now is just spend tombstones.
Oh, actually no, it's do Hildebrand.
Yes, do Hildebrand and then spend tombstones.
God, I can't say enough how much I appreciate the person who does these names. The one for unlocking the Brotherhood of Ash is You Bet Your Ash.
Actually, I just read an article with Michael Christopher Koji Fox talking about like the troubles and tribulations they've had localizing over the years.
Yeah, I find it really interesting. He had a lot of comments about like doing accents, especially phonetic accents for characters. Like they originally did a pass where the people in Limsa actually talked all piratey like yar, but testers and players found that was kind of confusing, so they had to redo it.
No, it is if I wasn't like fucking obsessed with like specifically like Victorian set like dramas and shit, I would be very confused when doing some of the Rogues quest line.
Yeah, like they did keep some.
Who speaks like a fucking.
I mean, they kept some flavor. Like Urian J talks in a really like old opaque manner.
No, I think the biggest example is the questline thing I'm talking about, because the dude goes a little overboard.
Jack?
Yes.
Jack? I like the rogues. They're good. They're fun.
I do as well, but you gotta admit, to someone who doesn't like understand, it can be very difficult to get through exactly what he's saying.
That is fair. It is very much about the culture of that city.
Yes, we know. That's the point of what we're saying, X.
Yeah, it's. Yeah.
Axe is talking about my inability to talk about story on stream, but my current pet peeve is my inability to fucking read maps and push buttons correctly while we're having a conversation I'm trying to listen to.
GPS?
No, because I would have to be able to tell my GPS where I want to go. I have problems running the language center of my brain at two different conversations. Anyway, I'm speaking to Estinian.
Okay, question. How does a wildfire sprite have a rear?
I mean, it has a focus of attention, right?
It is a circular ball.
But it's like I said, it's got to have focus its attention somewhere. That's the rear, where it's not focusing. I am reminded, though, of a speech from a old Star Wars EU novel. I think it was Yoda Dark Rendezvous, where Yoda talks about the philosophical implications of a lightsaber because it does not have an edge. It is, you know, cylindrical. It's a tube.
It's a tube of death.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, like, they instantly stopped since they arrived at the Sasquatch.
You're doing Endwalker stuff? Endwalker hunt, right?
We were in Shadowbringers, and then suddenly people was like, Hunt Train. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, damn, I didn't get alerted about that, damn it.
Yeah, Hunt Train showed up.
Is it already gone?
Apparently.
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah, we're in the Tempest.
It's
They've
near the
already
end,
got
then.
this thing down to half health.
It's that was usually the last one you do.
Sorry,
so.
I'm chuckling. Somebody is AFK here whose name is Kitsune Tomodachi.
Charming.
Hi, friendo.
Friendo Kato.
It's been a while since I saw this
We
guy.
got 4 sacks of nuts!
Oh Jesus!
That's
The
a lot of
level
nuts.
90 dude just showed up and fucking roasted people.
All stands ready, Lord Commander.
Huh?
Sorry, a level 90 character just showed up doing his He's just murdered everything on screen.
I paid a brief
Cut out,
visit
like,
to the
3
workshop
times
to
during
inquire
that.
about the
God damn
Monocutters. The engineers assured me
Someone
that
who
they
is level 90 showed up in the Beast Tribe area and murdered the screen.
That's the fun part of the Beast Tribe, just like
The
overload, just like
area is now but a short flight away. Yet what a long and winding.
Rosalka? Shalka?
Were it not for Master Alphinaud's
Rusalka.
proposal, we never
That's
would have
alright.
attempted to. Though
Yeah,
our
we just literally came on the
negotiations
ads of
yielded
this.
little, our expedition with Lady Isar taught us much.
Well, free nuts.
Yep.
You took an unimaginable risk.
I've
I could scarce
never
believe the
done,
tale
like,
Estinian told.
done things to get nuts before, so this is good.
Aye.
Well,
Tis
I want,
true
there's
that many of
stuff
our
I want
countrymen would
in,
sooner die than join hands with the
stuff I
heretic's
want.
mistress.
Wow,
It
24.
was through that most unlikely of alliances that we came to speak with Racefelger.
Thank
A conversation that went rather poorly, as I
Alright, well,
recall.
that's us.
I don't know how much time passes in-game, Alphino, but the conversation you're recalling was like technically I was a week ago, but it was like 2 hours ago of me playing the game.
In this instance,
we should have
the
cleared
journey
the-
was more important than the destination.
We showed up to
Had
the
we
end of the
not
Hunt Train. It's
slain
like, yeah,
Nidhog's
thanks. And I
consort,
just was
Tiamat,
hoping
and
no
put the
one
Great
noticed. Like,
Worm
wait,
on
who
his
is
guard,
this?
the Dravanians would have arrived at Ishgard's walls long ago.
You weren't invited.
Lies?
Anyway, sorry, continue.
That they
anyway, I'm
would.
gonna go take care
Full
of
grateful am I for
some-
every hour
some
of
meat
respite
body
your
stuff
actions have
real quick,
afforded
but
us.
I will be right back. After
Thanks
that,
to
I'm probably
you,
gonna
our defenses are much improved.
I'm ready to
It's but
join
a
you for
pity
that.
They won't be enough.
Do you actually do the event now?
Thus, you believe an assault
unless
upon the
Omega
area
wants to
represents
do
the
the
city's
trial.
best chance of survival.
I don't know if I got one of those coming up. You guys would know better than me. Oh, Magic Gate.
Actually, no, I think you were actually close to one,
I
yes.
am under no
I'll be right
illusions.
Well, I was
Nidhog's
being
might is
coy about
legendary.
Dax, but sure,
But
just
with his
outright
eye
say
in
it.
my possession.
I mean, it's not that
Victory will be
subtle.
hard
Like
won,
where he's
even
like,
so.
oh hey,
And I shall
Master
be glad
Sid,
indeed
we need to go
have
talk
the
to him to get an
warrior of
airship
light
because
at
this is
my
the thing that we
side.
did with Garuda again. And I'm like, okay, so that's gonna be a trial or a duty or something when we get that rolling. That's why I said I don't know how close we are to that. I know it's coming.
I don't know how far away you are, but I know it's like coming up.
You shall have my
Oh,
blade
Lord,
as
keep
well.
coming.
There are more of these mana cutters to be had, yes?
Just casually
Commander,
holds
no.
up evil-looking eyeball.
How can I, a proud
And they
knight
know
of
they've had it
Ishgard,
for long.
stand by and
They
do
know you've
naught
had it
while
for
an
a long time.
outsider risks
I
life and limb
just
for
the
our
Magic
homeland?
Gate. It's why I get the
I
Magic Gate
swore an
launcher.
oath
I
to
appreciate it
protect
so
this
much.
city.
I was happy when I saw it. I was like, I think Abeg would appreciate this.
Lol Amric asked me out to the ball. Damn.
Murder him. Ah, nothing.
Pray leave the slaying of dragons to dragoons, Sir Knight.
Do you think that
Your
I
duty
would
to
only
command
give
the
like
city's
answers about
defense
killing
is
things,
no
or would it
less
actually?
vital.
It's funny actually. Shared that screenshot. I didn't get that
through
third
our
option.
grasp. Who then will hold
I
the
completed
walls
the whole
against him?
Scholar quest
Will you
line.
leave
Yeah, you did, so
Ishgard
you
in
got
the
the
hands of the
extra
holy
option.
city
I did.
zealots?
I also once again to stream chat. I just love this fucking shot. Just Alphino with his not parrots.
Yeah.
He's so
Excuse
short.
Me, he asked for no pickles.
Don't talk to me or my dragoon or my son ever again.
I talked about coworker, and then the boy I've
There are
adopted against
others.
his will.
Yeah, the
You
boy
can
I've
say
adopted
so.
against as well as Stidian.
Yes, correct.
Alphino's my co-host.
Alphino's, considering the conversations I've had with Alphino recently, he would be like, "I'm adopted, cool."
And neither does the warrior
Look,
of light.
I don't know. I
That is
feel
why
like
I
Alphino might be
a long time.
slightly
And
put
yours
together
to
than the
remain here,
Studiomega
Lord
is.
Commander.
At this moment in the plot, no, but in general, yes.
Honestly, Love, because I think I know you would know
What?
how
You too,
how fucked
Master
up is his
Alphino.
relationship with his family,
By the fury.
with his dad at least.
You have shown some
Yeah.
promise, but this adversary
That's
is.
things you have to find out later, my boy.
All right, fair enough.
I think he's an asshole because he's from the asshole place.
Chilean, yes.
Your candor is appreciated,
I'm
Cedric.
judging that specifically
I shall
only
remain
based
there
on
and cheer you from afar.
There's only 4 things to come from Old Charlia that we enjoy. Well, you know, a few of them. But disregarding any one of the sounds
Well,
we
my
know.
friend.
I've just
This
now
is why I've
noticed
discouraged the
that.
last
Sorry
of
to
the
cut you off, Olaf.
volunteers
I've just now noticed that I
and
think
claim the
Alphino has a
task
tiny
as
tie
ours
on his new outfit.
He does.
Yeah, he does.
It's fucking adorable.
Alphino, welcome to Ishgard. Here, take your complimentary new costume change.
I think he always looks good in his never costume.
Just how I judge everyone for being from Ishgard, I do judge everyone from Charlia.
Never
Look,
met any of them.
Dallas, it's completely fair.
Considering it is literally, honestly, the weird stuff. I think Charlie is comparable to the Red Tower of being it's entirely an academic country.
Most people in this conversation are going to get that, X.
Yeah.
They're like a labyrinth, basically.
So
maybe that more people will get that.
It's mentioned here and there, and Omega will see it at some point. But essentially, they said, "Yeah, hey, you get a mount, Omega."
Yeah.
But at some point, they literally just said, "Oh, you guys are being invaded by the Gallians. Fuck that, we're out," and just left.
I believe the way it was pitched, was this in Coils or was this in Bridge content stuff with Moe? I don't remember.
It's in Bridge. A little bit of Bridge, but it's implied.
Yeah, but the basic conversation we had was that despite the fact that he's a fucking hero to Eorzea, the Charlians don't like Luislav very much because they had developed like a code of neutrality, basically. They had a non-interference clause that he broke, and they were upset about that. Even
that is
though,
actually something
you know,
I remember from 1.0 is he was also very not fond of the Charlians.
Yeah.
Honestly, I kind of understood both sides of it being like, I need to go do a thing, and it's like, listen, you doing a thing means that they're gonna go invade us at some point.
I believe he called them utter fools.
Yeah. The basic gist.
It's the Charlian policy of that.
Utter fools.
Every time I see him,
Willing to bury their head in books before the world burns.
Omega running to the Sky Steel manufacturing and making you think, "Oh yes, the fucking don't bury that."
yeah.
Honestly, I think it's the Charlian mantra of being that our goal is to outlice the world so that we can catalog it.
Neutrality is... Apathy and neutrality are the worst positions you can have, in my opinion. I will have nothing but contempt for the show.
I mean, I think it says everything that, since we brought up Gensakai earlier, for the Gensakai setting, there are 6 bad sins. There it is. There's the Eri. One of which is apathy. Hey, guess what? Standing by and do nothing while evil does shit. That's also evil. Anyway, alright, I need to go do the Eri. Who's freeze? Besides some men standing here.
Let me just get. I've been walking around speaking things more time. So
Good old Kratos quoting favorite plot from KOTOR 2, "Apathy is death."
It's a good line from KOTOR 2.
Apathy is death. That line repeats itself so many times. All right, I'll be Astro. And Hello Astro.
There's a reason Persona 3 is still one of my favorite video game narratives of all time, is because it's basically just, no, apathy is the worst thing you can do.
So, and I'm guessing we're gonna pick Caesar since he's right there.
I mean, yeah, we can invite Caesar as well if he's free. I assume he's down to clown because he's standing right here. Is this duty 4-man?
Yeah.
It's a 4-man duty. I don't know what Caesar is.
Caesar, are you down to clown? As the game fights me on targeting you.
Targets literally everything else.
He says he's always here, so. He can be anything, so what's... He's the only one here with me, so I don't know what class you guys are right now.
I've gone to the party list. Everyone is a DPS except for Axe at the moment, so I'll change to tank, I guess.
I'm comfortable with you tanking, so.
Let me just set this up. Yeah, since we're going to be doing this, I have to be a set equal.
And I got 0 up there.
I am good to go. I still feel quite concerned when the Axe is my healer, but we can try this anyway.
I got extra skills. It's fine.
I'm not set up to dress as a Tom Berry. I think I threw that stuff in the closet, but...
I am not going as a Tom Berry.
It would be
I
funny.
gotta finish doing the event, because I meant to go make dinner.
Oh. Well, now you're going to do the duty. Okay. So, Axe, you are right now a healer. Oh, you're in this area. Okay, I see you. And Loth, you switch to tank. You're ready to go.
I just need to double check a thing is that if I'm missing a critical skill right now because of the class quest. One moment. I don't think it's important. But...
Okay, I'll wait a second until you're absolutely ready. And I think I can this. Yeah.
I have a feeling.
Alright, we're good. We're good.
Okay.
Okay.
Leave it default.
And then I'll make it enters with a party of NPCs instead.
No, I caught it.
I mean, honestly, I feel like the Avery's one of the ones that's actually worth it. As that.
I mean, it's probably cool, but as we
do have
pointed out,
a
it takes a while to do those.
Using a shooter boo.
Can you just... Actually, that's a good question. Can you just do that in your free time? Just stand by entrances and be like, alright, I want to do it with NPCs.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do that off stream for kicks.
Some of
them worth it. Can you get some cool lines in?
Let me...
No shit, it's a big boy. It's a big boy, we're little putt-putts.
Evasive maneuvers.
Yeah, I'm about to say, Sid, please tell me this is Scooty Puff Sr.
Tell them Scooty Puff Jr. So...
He's Chapter 3.
Look at yourself.
By the way, funny favorite part about this is, hey, I know you like were on your own mana cutter. Don't question where your 3 friends came from.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's just the 2 of us.
You summon just like primals or fine.
Wouldn't there also be 2 more NPCs if I did this with NPCs as well?
Yeah, Grand Company people show up.
Yeah, where were they?
Yeah.
Were they in my pockets?
I don't know.
Did I put them in my pocket dimension like my
I've
chocobo?
always jokingly said that it's like the other parts here is like unless it's like canonical where you have a bunch of people, we're just in your imagination and you're just secretly a beast.
Yeah. Who knows? Very. Definitely, I think I should take this mana card because I didn't turn it into something though.
I mean, it could also be that the people that join you in the duty roulette are all the dead souls of the Warriors of Light that died or got mystical teleported.
So,
during the Fall of Bane mode.
Yep. Also, Caesar, have to shout out. Great fucking player portrait.
Yeah, I didn't fix mine up, sadly.
Out for that.
Alright, tank's tanking. Let's boogie.
Yep.
We have 90 minutes to do this.
We're doing Heavensward content, and I'm being a dog knight. I have to go dress up as this.
It's all off. He's your friend.
My friend.
I love how every time I see like what's in it, I just see Japanese people just in English. My friend.
I mean, yeah, they say it every stream, so.
Yeah. Also, yes, Caesar. If I was gonna go as DPS, I would have actually gone as tank. So, sorry, not as DPS. I would have gone as machinist. So I get it. Ah!
Don't stand there, Loth.
Oh, that was light.
The sky is Eggy.
No, it's these assholes over here. The thunderbolts.
Oh, it's... What the fuck are they doing?
This place is covered in lightning ether.
I have to subtly deprogram myself from PvP. I have my jump in that on R2X.
You don't have that walkability.
You just think to yourself, oh man, why can't I backflip and do a laser beam?
I mean, I can kind of do some stuff like that. I just want to save those for a little bit. I don't need to bust out. Actually, no, I can't. At this level, I can't do Gecker Soggle.
I might have to leave.
Have a good evening,
Okay.
then.
Thanks for joining us, Dallas.
Sorry. I
it's
will be able to join longer next time, but...
Yeah, all good.
They're all fine.
It's all good. Says MC Hammer.
See y'all on Sunday.
Yep. Oh shit, never mind Lucky when he's back from bio and stuff. He's not uploaded yet, I don't think.
Oh, yeah. Alright, let's go back for my table. Okay, he's gone now? Okay, he's gone. Let's go kicking out his ass. I started that really hard.
You did something.
Yeah, you're rushing a little. It's okay.
Let's go kicking it. Let's go slay the dog.
Yeah, we're gonna get him. We're gonna get them. It's the big boy. We're gonna get him.
Or it's probably like Palestinian stab like that.
Yeah. So playing with the big boys, man.
We're playing with the boys.
Gotta love it. So I don't quite remember boss mechanics this one, because I think they did slightly tweak it.
I remember it somewhat, but I only remember the ones for the final fight.
So, quick thing from memory, you're gonna, if you get a lightning thing looking on you, you want to go to one of those towers.
Okay.
To the side.
If I get a Google, touch the tower. Anything else?
And then move away, because it is an AoE.
Oh, okay. So I will put some juice on the tower and then it will explode. All right.
I can't quite remember, but at least get.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. So I think we're in the right ballpark.
Well, we go intuition.
You got this.
All right, everyone, pop up.
Here we go. Oh, okay. That was the one we have to be in.
I got it.
Okay. Well, you go touch the
I'll
thing.
get in. Is this in?
He's doing a phase just as there he is. Got him. Moving around, doing some stuff.
Siri.
Oh, he's got a line. Not to me though.
Nah.
Where is it? Oh, he's like hiding in the shadow? Oh,
It's yeah, it's on the other side. Don't worry, it's dead. Still, honestly, really proud of you, Mickey. You got the ult.
Listen, I'm not afraid of like.
Yeah, see if I did.
Or afraid's not the right word. I'm used to some you know PvP weirdness from I've played games like Overwatch and other stuff like that. Usually a little more shooter focused than this style, but I've done some stuff before in games like that, and I'm not afraid of the limited time grind. And I am a big proponent of the reason why people say that you should be doing Crystalline Conflict is your best way to level, because it's really fast usually. My main problem with like just going next in Master Duel is about like how cruddy the infrastructure is. 14 is usually pretty good. I did have some problems where my fucking internet connection was acting up, so I had to I got hurled out when my LAN lost power. But I was able to rejoin the game still and get in.
I just reached PvP rank 19. I'm not sure if I can actually hit the last 6.
So, they changed this one coming up.
Watch out, there's a
I
dragon
guys will
charging
be
up
shooting
over there.
laser beams at us, don't worry. Before, in this part, you used to be able to sneak past these dragons because the big one was sleeping.
So, Mega, we're now going to kill our kids now.
Child murder.
I mean, it is actually child murder.
Listen, his brood is ever expanding and stuff.
It also is bred to destroy humanity, or destroy all of the corpus.
How you thought you were going to do an AoE?
Actually, humanity's not that much, actually. It's more so the elves.
Any more
Hey, look, it's Ned.
It's Ned.
Ned Sardar. Oh no. Oh.
My name's Kelly.
Oh.
Kelly is my surname.
I think that's a Transformers person.
Probably.
Or it was. Okay. The more humanoid shaped ones were like, I always thought were grannies instead of proper dragons.
Okay. Sorry, I actually distracted by net floats.
I'm getting real annoyed by you, big dragon. You guys drawing your weird cones.
Okay. That actually takes a lot. Okay, that's actually the place faster.
Thank God they backported Dark Knight's second AoE button. It's so useful there.
Oh yeah.
Because before Dark Knight only had the one AoE button.
That sounds
It was.
God, it's so weird where it's like, I'm from like a post. I have like such a weird perspective on things. I come from like the in-between Endwalker to Shadowbringers, so where they actually took like a lot of refinement.
I mean, look, there's some changes I still don't like. Making in a release only give you like 3 or 2 hits instead of being.
Okay, there's a guy here, a long boy.
I think this guy gives poison.
Oh right, I remember. There is a time when he will spawn basically a obstacle course of poison, and you need to as he's gonna rotate as he tries to basically light it on fire. You just rotate around it to avoid getting blown up. by the gas.
Okay.
Okay.
One of those tricks. All right.
Yeah, the Caesar also said in the chat.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, hold on.
Swing smoke cuts.
It's smoke, no poison. Ah, close enough. If it's purple, it looks poison.
It's like green.
I can occasionally hear one.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, it's white? Damn it.
I just remember that.
I'm just gonna picture whatever dragon it is, just pointing white.
Oh yeah.
Here it is.
I remember because the outside is green. That's
Okay, so in proximity. Detonate.
Inflammable means flammable?
Yes. Whoop. Buddy, you gonna do the thing yet? There he is.
Ah, damn. That was too close.
Oh, back it up.
No, it's a push mechanic, Omega.
Oh, I didn't. It looks the same when he does the thing where you gotta get in there.
I was like,
It's
also
okay.
just works.
Why?
Welcome back. Okay, I was trying to yell it out, but I don't think I got it.
What's happening?
We're doing the Avery.
The Airy.
Yeah, not Avery.
Sorry, I just. That's not a poison. That's like that.
The Avery, where all the birds are.
He's doing the proximity run.
Ah, fuck me. Ow.
Oh, a healer's about to die.
Yep, I thought targeting on myself. God damn it.
What's that? You have a targeting problem?
No, I pressed my command before I actually targeted myself because I'm used to having it targeted on off.
So you're blaming me for this?
No, I blame myself for being like I had.
There is barely any safe spots.
There aren't.
I think there was only one safe spot in that one.
Just LB. I think it'll probably be okay. I'm like.
Oh, I accidentally hit you with the rings. Oh shit. Okay, I was close enough in anyway. Alright,
Yeah,
maybe you get counted. Got it. Got a little weird at the end there.
Bring away my ashes. I have a lot of them.
Oh, I'm actually out of the bronze coin. I gotta go actually do fucking the first alliance raid. Wild.
Yeah. Hey, Lucky, don't worry. I'm also out of bronze coins. I ran out and I was like, oh fuck.
Well, actually, I'm not in that much of a rush. I just rush. Like the only things I have that aren't already augmented lunars on the way are my fucking chest and pants, which are the most expensive of fucking buy. I need to go double.
Maybe.
Yeah, the range boys. We had the weekly reset. I should go do my weekly raid and see if I can find headwear on game.
I did a run yesterday. I didn't get shit. But we had a really good group. Like we were like above the usual DPS curve. It went really fast considering. I was like, holy shit.
I guess everyone had their gear.
I was talking to my party and we were just like talking about the pains of trying to find the specific gear we want.
Yeah. Alright,
Yeah.
also be warned, Lucky was taking a shower. He put on the shampoo. It made me remind him of Baelish Iris Green liqueur. Don't ask him fucking why. I need to get my drink on.
Look, you reminded me of our conversation of, man, I kind of wish showers had two settings, instant and emotionally decompress.
I thought you were about to say showers get dispense alcohol.
I mean, as long as I wasn't getting showered in alcohol, they just had a little sidebars like you're having fucking like a martini with your fucking shower. I'd be like, I need fucking pound the ground.
Just you see like the
so
tile like all just like handle in it. Open up that fridge.
Oh god, no, I'm gonna be real. If the I don't need anything fancy in the shower, but I need a fucking spa shower because I used to be. We weren't really dating. We were just more like fooling around but she worked at a fucking massage parlor and they did like spa massages and stuff. And they had the most dope ass fucking shower I have ever seen in my life. They had one of those big waterfall shower heads, the one that just goes straight down and just fucking drench you. And they had the high pressure one, so it just beat upon you. You just felt like you're getting a massage constantly. And it had fucking side jets that will spray you. And I'm just all like, what is this fucking liquid orgasm I'm having right now here?
That sounds like that's a 360 like hard massage. That sounds great.
It's amazing. It was the most amazing thing. I would book a fucking reservation there like every 2 weeks. Not only to see my girl, but to also, well, she really wasn't my girl. We just kind of hung out a lot. But to see the girl. Listen, she might be listening and she might come after me with a fucking knife. I don't fucking know.
You say that very honestly scares me a bit. That's fair.
Listen, Lucky's hoe years were a fucking thing, y'all.
I've never, Lucky, I'll be real with you, but I figured out I never used the word man whore as a descriptor.
Like I said, that was my mid to late 20s.
It's also something where, like you said, toe, and you go man whore.
I mean,
that's the same thing. Listen, I'm gonna be real. I might have wrecked a couple marriages by accident, or not by accident.
I appreciate I appreciate that Lucky has the wherewithal to be like, yeah, no, those are my hoe years.
Yeah, no, if you know anything about I've never been shy about this, but I'm definitely a non-monogamous kind of person, and it took me a little reason to figure that I wasn't just being fucking horny on main for every girl I see. But I was in a serious relationship at the time, and when I tried to explain it to my girlfriend at the moment, she just thought I just wanted to have sex with other girls, and we had a really bad breakup out of it. And so how did I fucking get over this breakup? I went out and I fucked a lot of women. Maybe not the most helpful, it wasn't the most healthy thing to do, but I did it.
It's the big boy.
Yeah. I'm not sure if it's...
Oh shit, his cutscene to announce his presence I'm still at the bottom of the stairs.
I'm sure it's really, but Lucky, do you think maybe you were honestly
Axe? you know, I don't want to cut you out of the conversation, but we are looking at a big dragon. I would like to know more about mechanics before we move on to other conversations. Well, I need to know about Big Boy.
We will yell the mechanics at you when they have.
There's a lot of them, so it's...
Yeah. And
I mean,
also
Caesar
too
says
many
not too many gimmicks, so. I mean, if it can, we can just play it by ear. You know, whenever you're ready, O Tankman.
I was really hoping that it's like you were down there, and as soon as this finishes, it becomes a travelator.
Just
go upstairs.
I never considered you to be like, you're like that, like the guy with their hair over their eyes, and like old kind of does would be enough, like, you know, I'm not sure that's like a slimy thing to say.
Oh, like a type protagonist?
No, like the backup dude that comes up in stories.
I've always considered that.
Boy's trying to reverse line.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure we're getting this.
Also,
I don't
wait,
think
was that called hot dog or hot
Whoop, he's drawing more circles on the ground.
It's like, I don't think it's the NPR dude. It's like, that's just actually very awesome.
No,
It's not true.
NPR
It's
dude is
true.
usually a fucking ugly bastard.
Don't touch the circles.
I
Also,
think
fuck you if you're in a line.
equip before we go far.
Yeah, I was just distracted once again.
Axe, you should
because
focus
I wanna yell
on
at
giving
Axe.
people life. I'll give you damage, you give us life.
Like, I don't know, like, I'm not
Maybe the other
getting that, but no, I wasn't any like like
Save Caesar.
I'm still a little attractive now, but back when I was 20, I was really attractive, and I was the young attractive kid, living like, you know, exotic black male, you know, a little wild, and I'm gonna be real, a lot of white girls really was into that.
Okay, that took me a moment.
Shit, he's got a timer.
Okay, that's what it is. It's
Then there's other instances.
Somebody go. Well, like, this timer's ticking up. Lucky needs to finish the story so we can talk, or you tell me what Nidhogg's Rancor's about.
We just don't want the mod to come up. We gotta kill these guys as quickly as possible.
Yeah, we'll do percentile damage.
Anyway, I experimented a lot, I fucked a lot, and I learned a lot about myself.
Alright, got him.
The big thing is I learned about myself. And, like, I don't have to have the exact same reason. Let's do that.
Hot wings.
You're hot.
Thanks.
Spread out. Scatter.
I'm like, stop.
God damn it.
Scalper. Yeah, you guys were wanting to do the exact same thing.
But hey, listen, I was moving first on my screen. I had the power of the PS5. Shit, stack on me.
I have a
It
streaming
was
computer.
essentially just doing like a race between you guys.
I mean, we're going away. Should I just LB now or wait a little bit?
Wait a minute. Or wait till it's...
Caesar's saying to hit that LB.
Yeah, go now.
Oh, someone's gonna be put up in the ponytail.
That's me.
It's Axe.
That is not good. Oh, we got him anyway. I'm running over to poke Axe out of jail, and Nidhogg's gone. Surprise, bitch!
I think you skipped either an old mechanic or they put
Oh, they changed it, yeah.
Hey, come back here, you coward! I like how we don't even play the victory fanfare. I just stare up at the sky like, hey, come back!
Hey, I kicked your ass. Where are you going?
That's not how this works.
Yeah, that's
there it
all
is.
playing
There's the
out.
music.
I'll wait till after the cutscene plays and I'll mention
Oh, yeah.
how it is. Back in my days.
Yeah, I don't need any of this shit.
Sorry, I'm so Loth. You said
Yeah.
back in our days, and I said in the final days. The fractals. Okay, just immediately just started playing in my fucking head.
Broken by tooth and claw.
He's coming back,
Get there first!
but he came back. Yeah, Stadium made him look at himself again.
You said that and then the camera panned over. I'm like, oh yes.
I mean, I find it funny that is like the thing we do. We just show him his eye, and he's just like, ah, no, don't make me look at me.
I'm ugly. I just pictured the hog just going.
Okay, Nidhogg, I mean, you know how that ended up. I'm standing right here. If you just take over Estinian, I'll just, you know, smack him on the head until he gets better.
I'll claim you and then teleport away for no explained reason.
Estinian's getting gargling extra gravel today.
Are they playing the music? I can't tell.
I think so. Big jump.
I jump.
If shit, I forgot to jump, come back!
If dragons had brains, that would have killed them.
You can do this, Kane. I mean, Estinian.
Oh my god, he uses pattern the same though.
I mean, most Dragoon characters are the same. I watched a compilation of, like, everybody from 7's limit breaks. I forgot how much Sid has all the Dragoon moves. Even though Sid is not, I know mechanically he's a Dragoon, but like he's not the Dragoon type character. Like he gets to shoot dragons and people and stuff.
It's like fucking gravelly motherfucker.
Also, welcome to Estinian's new palette swap.
Ah, it's my favorite fighting game color for Estinian, red Estinian. I'm also not kidding. That would probably be, assuming he's still got the gold highlights. Yeah.
Player 2 has entered the battle.
Honestly, the weirdest thing is I remember getting to this moment and being like, I don't get it. How is it like perfectly meshed to his armor and not his skin?
You gifted my people.
Have you ever seen him take off his armor?
I mean, but his face is there and his
No.
armor
That's what the shape of the visor is for. It's curved. It blocks it all out and runs it down. That's what all the runnels are for.
Fair. It's just all that blood is like perfectly matched to his armor.
Oh,
How
shit. I'm having a moment.
Flashback. Oh wait, no.
My crystallitis is acted up.
Not a great time.
Grandpa gave me another rock candy back.
Oh shit, this one's behind me. What the fuck?
Listen, I told you, like, Grandpa knows some shit.
Great
Trust in Grandpa.
It's been around for a while.
I got my grape rock back. It's one of my favorite rocks, right next to the green apple rock.
Raspberry flavor.
Oh yeah, Lucky, you want to start
The
doing
blue raz
PvP?
is pretty good. Now I'm having a flashback.
If y'all are set, but I'm probably gonna do Frontlines first, so we can
I'm
actually
okay with that.
get into that.
Well, I could show chat how much I don't like Frontlines.
It depends on the map, honestly.
No, I just don't like Frontlines.
That is
One of
fair.
my
Max tries to
favorite
qualify
cutscenes.
things a lot. I don't know. We'll see if he's right.
A lot of like, listen, a lot of like PvP games usually suck depending on other extraneous factors.
I mean, it's
Yes,
true.
are there other people in this game? It sucks.
Lucky, it's one of my favorite Heavensward cutscenes. The flashback.
Two big balls.
Chris, you want to come to PvP?
Sure, I'll...
Gee, how come your dad lets you have 2 dragon eyes?
They are ours, Lord Heldrath.
Omega,
The
you gonna come to
eyes of
Frontlines?
Nidhogg.
Yeah, sure. I just finished it.
Alright, I'll wait for you to get out the cutscene.
I love this
Let me
plot
switch
turn
my
so much.
class real quick. So I can level lower level class.
Yeah, don't worry. Omega's just got a very fun cutscene to go
Aye.
through.
The worm lies broken and my father is avenged. With the wellspring
We
of
can
his
have a talk about it
vitality
later.
thus denied him.
Yeah, sorry, I'm sorry.
But behold the terrible price we have paid.
That's fine.
My sire is dead. So
Oh,
many
Caesar
brave
wants to
knights
join Frontlines
slain.
for the heck of it.
Do I have that?
We
Caesar on my
traded
class
our
list?
honor for the strength which now courses in our veins. And
Why did
still
Caesar
we are
even
forced to
change
make
their
such
name
sacrifice.
or character?
Do server character.
Because, yeah, because
Not in
the
vain,
one they
my
started
lord.
with, like the
Hraesvelgr
main
is
one,
the
it was
only
from
great
different
worm
god centers
left in
before they had the
Dravard,
whole god
and
center
he
travel
dares not
thing.
leave his. With Nidhogg's
Or wall
eyes in
travel,
your
I can't remember.
possession, who now can challenge the might of Ishgard, ascend the throne, and take your rightful place as the ruler of our people?
Hey, wait, it's a fucking Samael boy.
Yeah, it's a Dismail. And I'm just like,
We know about your dog hole.
You're a dark.
Nay, my friend.
Thanks.
I must forsake the
I
mantle
suck
of
in all
king.
your everything.
Though Nidhogg be defeated,
His wormling
Well, how much you
horde
consider
yet
that for a
darkens the
second?
skies with wings beyond.
Yeah, I
As
thought
one
about
who
it after I
partook
said
of
it, and it
Ratatosk's
just went
strength,
silence would just be my
it
answer.
shall be my penance to bear a knight's arms until death grants me leave to retire. When that day comes, no prince shall perish,
playing PvP.
but a hell's-bound hunter.
But Lord Haldreth, what then shall become of the
Oh, I
royal
forgot.
line?
Loth, you should have shouted out the other thing Caesar said. Frontline certainly is one of the game modes of all time.
Think of your people, my lord. Without a king, who will the common man turn to in his hour of
Listen,
need?
I've only ever liked
How will he
Frontlines
find
when
his
I'm
way
not
without your
getting,
benevolent-
when I'm not feeding the enemy team.
It's fucking black
I
and
thank you, Sir Flavian and Sir Silvertrill,
Well,
for
he is a
dispelling
four-time.
my remaining doubts.
It's his ancestor.
With men of such wisdom,
I know, but it's just
but if you
funny
must
when you
bow
think
to the
about it.
demands of tradition.
I forgot about this
You
cutscene,
need
but I
look no
remember
further than
I just like how much
yourselves
it's
for
actually
one
so
worthy
good.
to wear the crown.
It clears up a lot as to why, like, wait, they had a king, but now they're
Oh, that's why.
nonsense nation.
Also, I kind of wish we could get like the actual silver mithril like dragoon armor.
Yeah,
I mean, you can just paint it.
Fair.
Fare thee well, my brother knights, my loyal friends. On these shoulders shall I bear the weight of my father's sins. With this lance shall I repay the debt accrued through our
Is that the right
misdeeds.
Caesar? I hope it is.
I think it is.
Pretty sure.
The friend request, so I
Just
don't have to do
visor
this
down.
bullshit.
Rolling out. I once again see why, again, people thought Dragoon was the...
What cruel jest has
Yeah, we're the
fate
edgy
played upon us?
class.
I more
Have we
took it as
seized
it's
this
just
desperate
dragoons are also
victory
mostly just
only to
old
lose a
medieval style
king?
knights.
This has nothing to do with anything to do right here.
Alright.
That guy was literally like, no, I will not be a king. I'm going to throw my visor down and I'm going to walk into the sunset. When I die, I will die just as a dragon hunter. Because I'm going to hell. Goodbye.
He also said he's like, I'm gonna go pay back the we have done a horrible
Cambridge
crime
Act
and we
as
must
our Lord
now
has
undo this crime.
Yeah,
we few
but
who
like,
remain must divide between us the rulership of
just
Ishgard
because, you
and
know,
her
hero is an anti-hero.
Not I. My oath was to Lord Haldreth,
Oh,
and he alone.
is it the guy? Yeah!
If he is not to be king, then
Brawny
I would
Knight.
hang up my shield as well.
Will you abandon us too,
I have no
sir?
context for this.
The flashback of the Ishgard.
No, I'm looking at something on Twitter. Hang on, let me just post it.
I
and
would wash
fucking-
my hands of blood and
Let's
betrayal
post this.
and take up an honest trade.
Yeah.
I
The
have
shit I see on
shall
Twitter.
serve ale
Display
instead
that,
of
display
sharpened
that.
steel.
Toy store thing, like a rat magnum.
I have no idea. I'm just scrolling on Twitter and I see this. I'm just like, I have to fucking share this because I cannot be alone in this confusion.
It looks like it's from like a 90s sitcom.
And
Maybe it
Basil
is, who
Brush
knows?
really fell off.
Avia cannot be played.
I just
Put
refresh
it
it a
in
few
your
times if
browser.
it doesn't work in Discord.
My favorite character! Cause you know, you've seen what he does. You've been to his tavern.
Oh yeah.
That
go
guy
ahead.
is technically the one who opens up the Forgotten Knight in Ishgard.
Yeah, so all those guys are who I guess originated all of the house.
Becomes the Forgotten Knight. I mean, yeah, no. That's literally what just happened. The heir to the throne resigned, and he said, "All right, all you guys, you're in charge." You'll see the names now: Halinard, Dwydney, Mal.
But 4 houses to rule all of Ishgard.
Oh, I
bet there's
love good old Forgotten Knight.
And
man.
what of
He's
the
just
throne?
like, fuck this, I'm gonna serve ale. Just dips.
We keep it empty
It's like, fuck it, I better go
until the
make
day a
food
king
and eat it.
rises once more.
Well, I mean, he explained
must
his
assume
reasoning.
the
He was
role
sworn
of
only to
stewards.
the boy, and then when he left, he's like, "Nah, I don't knight anymore."
We shall shape our nation anew
Honestly,
with
I
a
can see
history
why everyone
of
thought
our
like
own making.
the guy who wrote this is really good
And
for
let the
Endwalker.
truth of
Like he's
this
good at
dark
writing
day
stories about
die
long
here
histories and like actual wars.
This is all just building up to Final Fantasy 16.
Game of Thrones was also popular around this time when it's game.
Alright, but
Okay, finally, I finished my flashback attack. Okay.
it's a long cutscene. gotta give you context.
What
for
ails
things.
you, friend?
It's not over.
Are
Though.
you
No, but I
wounded?
saw some shit.
He's worried about you. That's nice.
You have borne witness
Yeah, we're
to
cool.
history.
But yeah, you're both the
The
Azure
culmination
Dragoon.
of the first
And he
battle
knows
of
it. He is the
Nidhogg.
only other character who will acknowledge it so far.
You also helped him. You also helped him slay Nidhogg.
Well, yeah, just now, yes, but
I haven't kept up. How much of your
Legend of Ishgard's founding tells that our
class quest have you done so
ancestors were
far?
led to the land of
I'm caught up
curse
for
by the
all of
valiant
the
King Thorfinn.
Heavensward ones.
Yeah,
Alright.
technically Omega's finished all of the Heavensward quests, which is funny. Omega found out one of the big plot twists before the story did.
I don't know if he even acknowledged it for a bit.
I mean, guys, you say that was a big plot twist? It really wasn't. I already got that. I mean, yes, it answered specifically that dragon blood is what makes them transform, but I saw Dravinians transform into dragons in the bridge quests. So I was like, when it was like, oh no, they first fed her dragon blood, so she will transform. I'm like, okay, so that's how that works. All right.
Well, they made more than it's about specific types of people only can.
Though the brave king
But that's
was
not
slain
actually revealed in the
defending his
Dragon
people,
Quest, in the Dragoon
his
Quest.
son, Haldrath, the first
It's all like a
Azure
specific
Dragoon,
example. I think it was
fought
written so that you could play it either first or before or after and have it make sense.
I wasn't sure if like they changed the dialogue if you didn't know that part yet or not.
They might have. But who
And
knows?
Haldrath, the first Azure Dragoon.
Yep. Even though he was silver, not azure. Asinian, did you break a horn on your helmet?
Thrust of his lance, he gouged out Nidhogg's eye, forcing the wicked creature into retreat. Thus, did this eldritch orb become a sacred treasure of Ishgard, lending its power
Helmets, though,
to
is-
every knight
that's a
deemed
singular,
worthy to
not
bear
plural.
the title of Azure Dragoon.
I love how it's like, yeah, the Eldritch Orb.
A rousing tale, is it not?
Dragons are
Would that I could still believe it. But your vision, which we must accept as immutable truth,
I was thinking
leaves
just
no
like,
room
I
for
will accept
doubt.
what you saw as truth.
If Haldrath took both of Nidhogg's eyes, then how came this eye to be lodged in the worm's skull?
I don't know. Maybe you should give me one of the eyes just to be safe. There it is. Thank you.
Honestly, I think you.
Now I have my
take the
own
other
magic
one.
8-ball.
I feel like you should take the Nidhogg eye just to be safe.
Beneath every answer we unearth, another question lies buried.
Now, I understand why they don't do it, but it would be funny if I did get, like, a Dragoon upgrade for doing it.
That'd be.
I still think it's cool that I'm doing these bits
If it
as
was a
Dragoon,
single-player
but
game, you totally would.
That would be very funny if this was, like, how I got into some Dragoon quests.
'Twas a fierce battle.
That would be
but
how you
one
get
I knew we
the
would
the
win.
buff to give out.
Your
the,
fame
the
is
racial
well. I would
left
fain return with all swiftness to Ishgard to inform the Lord Commander of our
Well, I'm
tribe.
sure logically that ability will now arise from the fact in the story that it used to be the Azure Dragoon only had one eye, and now the two Azure Dragoons have the two eyes. So we, like, develop double eye tricks.
But we must first have
Actually, a
words
question.
with Hraesvelgr.
Omega, what quest level
There
was
are
this?
56.
What class level was it?
56,
56?
okay.
Yeah.
Because
I
they-
would not have
they
been
already
able to
56.
actually, if I was completely leveled, I would not have been able to complete Dragoon stuff until this.
Yeah, Harry is level 55. So you've still got some time.
Yeah, no, I was just curious, like, where you were and potential the main story.
Yep, because that usually ends at a level cap.
He's like halfway through this.
I feel like we're at
55.
we're kind of at a like an Act 2 point. Like, we resolved one of our big conflicts, but as Stidian just said, for those of you who are watching the stream, you know, every time we find an answer, we discover more questions.
Oh yeah, in that cutscene you clearly saw the
Two
guy
eyes.
took 2 eyes. Why didn't Nidhogg have another one?
And why, you know, how did all the Nidhogg stuff go? Also, again, talking about that stuff, Hraesvelgr implied that the Ishgardians didn't make any attempt to, like, cycle back for what they did, but that's not what happened with Azure Dragoon Man.
Because their first king went to go do that.
Like, they cycled it back around, and he, like, gave up the throne to go out and, like, sort it out.
Well, wait. Did he actually try and like make a no? The way he went
I thought-
about it,
I thought he said he was
kill
gonna
them
be-
all instead of make amends.
Yeah, I think he went to go fight dragons.
I mean, they fought Nidhogg because Nidhogg was 200% mad, but when they had that conversation, it was like, listen, we we understand that we did a bad thing here today, but we had to because we had to fight Nidhogg because he was bad, so we've, consigned him into the darkness. I am not going to take any glory from this. I will make up for my father's, an armed collective misdeeds with Ratatoskr by going into the wilderness and continuing to fight what's left of Nidhogg's brood until I fucking die.
And I guess he died a few years later.
Something happened. He was
we will right this evil of killing dragons by killing more dragons. Yes.
I mean, listen.
I think the part he thought was the atonement was that he is consigning himself to, he's like, all right, I will separate Ishgard from our bloody cycle. Only I will have to deal with this quest for vengeance.
Is completely
and
fucking stupid.
It did not work.
No.
At least he passed on his dragon punching abilities, for the future. Because he was the first Astro Dragoon. Wait, hold on. Does that mean he's in my soul crystal? Can I just, ring him up and ask him? Hey, dumbass.
Just shake the crystal really hard.
Yeah, just shake it. Hey, dumbass, how did that work out for you?
Sadly, I think the soul crystal is
only... try again later.
Honestly, I think it's only just his muscle memory. So you know his techniques, though.
I wonder which Dragoon techniques he invented. Was it the jump? But all right, I have used my key, and I am now out of the cutscene.
All right, give me 1 second here.
If we want to.
Sorry, I'm laughing about magic 8 balls.
I am literally just.
I mean, Estinian did just hand me a magic 8 ball. That should be. If that's not an emote, I maybe don't necessarily spoil it if it's not. But if that's not an emote, that should be an emote to just contemplate the Eye of Nidhogg.
So you're gonna go back to where Ysael and where Frostburger is. I just imagine you and Estinian just standing there asking Frostburger questions, but you both occasionally turn back to look at your 8 ball and like, will he answer this question?
No, Morsel. Shut it.
Fuck.
Like, foolish mortal, my wrath does not require me to answer any of your foolish inquiries. It's like, okay.
Frostburger just looking at you like, are you literally asking my brother's dismembered eyes what to do?
Listen, he tells us stuff.
Son of a fucking bitch. I forgot. You can only queue up to 4 people in front line for some odd reason.
Why is it only 4? I don't. Just let us hang out with our friends. Final Fantasy 14.
It's like groups of 24.
I will queue up, but I will do it at the same time.
Actually,
right, well, we need someone else. We need someone else to bounce.
Lost, I'll leave. Lost, queue with you then.
I mean,
that'll probably be a better idea.
Okay, you guys will queue together. I was gonna volunteer to leave because I don't necessarily want to do front lines, but we'll all be in this hell together.
Yeah.
Also, look, I have a mana cutter. I can't fly yet because I think I still need to do some more quests in this zone to fly, but I can kind of fly.
Yeah, for some reason it wasn't letting me do it.
Alright, tell me when you guys are partied up and ready to go.
Axe is the party lead, so he has to queue us up.
Alright, I got the. Let's see. I just get to the button.
You're on the button?
Daily challenges front lines, there we go.
Yeah. No, it's fine, Caesar. It's like, why not? It's fun together. So, Tendakaku, we're gonna go after the one. You ready, Axe?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, there we go.
Alright. I can't wait for
continue on with your normal lives.
Alright, let's go.
This method works, by the way. If anybody in chat hasn't tried it, this has remarkable active success. We got into a lot of crystalline conflict matches with, each other. Not all on the same side, because obviously you can't party up, but
honestly, the chaos of fighting someone on the opposite team is just as fun.
I popped.
Okay, we popped 2.
33.
We're on the same side.
51.
It was just funny, just like, oh, it's Axe. He's aiming me. I guess I'll just fucking.
Okay, yeah, no, we're in the same one. We're in the same one.
Yeah.
Throw marksman shot.
The question is, will we be on the same side?
If not, it's gonna be kind of funny.
For the horde.
I mean, it's front lines. It's got to be fucky anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to do middle. I don't want to do middle. I hate it.
I hope we get like captured the. I hope we capture points instead. I always like those ones more.
I hate people yelling, "Run to mid!" I'm like,
that's my least favorite one because it always takes the longest.
Hopefully, we get the ice crystal one.
Oh, trust me, Caesar. I already know not to worry about doing well in front lines. I just look for people who I am allowed to smash buttons on.
Well, I think I worry more about doing good when,
Okay, I stayed on my mount.
Oh, God.
Okay, we're all the same
I'm
team. Perfect.
Bonuses, that's right.
Hey, look, guys, we're all here. Yeah, but...
Shit, we are! Nice!
We're all Maelstrom. Also, I like this map. So this is one of my more I've played the most. Ish.
Well, I'm switching to Sun.
I'm gonna go switch to Ninja because I need to get change up.
Switching away from Monk.
This one's not my favorite.
I could do Warrior. Yeah.
Railstorm too.
Yep. I have to feel my Mecha Force.
I'll stay. I probably should have switched classes to EXP beforehand, but I'll stay in Dragoon. That's my most comfortable PvE class.
All the problems of doing Trump lines just to get this fucking Mecha Force.
Somebody's on a wait. Let's see.
Where am I on this? Am I 11? Yeah, let me double check. Yes, I am 11. I need 4 more. Engage! Encounter!
And it got
Alright, we're gonna head to the red one because that's where everyone's gonna fucking be. Don't worry, there will be enough people splitting up to grab the blue ones.
I probably will honestly grab the one on the left.
No, Axe, go to red!
Alright, fair.
I see a cruise chase in the distance.
Who should we engage first?
Yellow's right near Pond, fighting for the point.
Oh,
I got my fucking wind on the fucking Ubu, so no one's gonna be able to get it soon.
That's got a lot of fucking lag happening. Just fucking slung shotgun that Lollapalooza off.
Shit, I am alone being stunned.
I need a healer.
Ah, shit.
No! Dragoon brother! Not this Dragoon on Dragoon violence!
No, there's only Dragoon on Dragoon. Man, I see so many people popping through the book. Slightly
That's usually how you not die.
Oh, they pushed me off the ledge. I tell a story. I am fine. Got me? No.
I'm just eating every single person's CC. I'm dead.
I got it.
I would like to say, hopefully that means they won't be able to CC or stun some of you, but they will. I think the cooldowns on stun abilities in PvP in 14 are
It depends on the class, honestly. Like, some don't have any.
I still don't think they fixed how those work, because it's honestly crap. Fucking white mage.
We're not gonna get anywhere until they, like, actually, like, decide to pull back.
No, but it keeps them from getting the points.
Yeah.
Alright,
We can focus getting the side ones.
We've
Oh, I
we
was
got
killed
a
as I
couple
was
side
doing
ones.
OP, so it didn't do anything.
Alright, I have my death curse now.
Whee!
I haven't got a single fucking kill. I'm doing some damage. I hope I die. I would have made it to my house.
Yeah, it's like, I thought it was just
That's why you know you don't get it.
some people are like, how are you not dead?
Oh yeah, no, because of server ticks, guys, I can watch my health go from full to basically zero in just a matter of
Oh
seconds.
yeah, I've been there.
Well, you know, I dumped a debuff and some limit break in there.
I will win this one. People are still fighting hard for mid.
Honestly, I think we're just kind of stalling them right now.
I mean, as long as no one gets a point. How are we doing on points? We,
Why
on
is
the
someone
flames are kicking our
well,
ass.
actually, we're
If
like
we can focus on blue, that would probably be best.
Yeah. Alright, yellow's going that one. We go that one.
Left? Looks like we got the one on the right, so I guess it's back to fucking mid.
Yeah, we're just gonna... I wonder if I can go try to pinch out some of the blue.
Be careful about that, but live your best life.
It's fine.
Not fair, but it's like...
Alright, well, I will re-engage the hell that is mid.
I don't recommend the direction.
I don't think I want to go through all of blue.
Make us
How
jump.
am I doing no damage to this one monk?
I have no idea.
Trust me, it's a fucking crap.
Your debuff cleanse, that should make you immune to debuffs for several seconds.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
it doesn't. That's what I
No, it takes 30 seconds for you to get it back. It should, like... Because way too often I'll do it when I first get stunned, but because of the way lag works, 4 more guys have thrown a stun at me, so I just get fuckboxed.
Everyone loves a fuckbox.
You claim
It's
some
kind
more,
of why,
but
like,
they got
it's why the guard bubble is there, because like, I think
But,
it's
I mean, if you're
useless.
hard stunned, you can't guard. You can't do anything.
Fair.
Which sucks. I mean, personally, this is my personal opinion, stuns shouldn't exist in video games with human players. I know that makes stuff like harder for some stuff, but it's just that's what we call a negative play experience. Like when you're like, oh no, I can't do any buttons.
Finally got a fucking assist. I have this too. I haven't done any.
I'm sure my stats are awful.
Who cares about stats? I'm just gonna try to get.
There's no one. Is that the same mid?
It's the same mid. No one has been able to get it.
We got blue on our points.
Well, we'll kill them.
Engage the enemy.
Kill them dead. Like a rock or something.
Don't hit that one over
Alright,
the healing, kill them, make them dead.
There we go.
Made up my hard war, but okay.
Alright,
We got it.
God, why are we just dying that much?
I think we are. Unfortunately, I think fucking Blue's got momentum now. I'm pretty sure they got.
Yeah, they all have elite silvers. Oh, shit.
Listen, dude, my favorite things are hacking. They're fucking hacking. That's all they're doing. Oh shit, we got a new red to the fucking east there. See if we get to keep alive.
I'm currently being bullied by blue. I hit someone before.
That's like half the blue. Fuck.
I mean, we weren't fighting over a point, so that was okay, but they'll just get on their mounts and go back.
I love the money.
Like I said, this is, I don't care for what Frontlights is going for as a mechanic. It's just I don't get what the appeal is. How you do good.
Oh, hey, we got it.
Look over a minute. He's so
I'll kill some yellow.
There's a lot of Bahamas on mid.
Yeah, I was probably that's looking at the place. Let's leave that alone.
That's a little terrifying. Aw, shit. That is not a good play. We are not getting that one. We are not getting that one.
Damn it, I did that. That's a jump.
Where are we?
Oh, why am I just... my health just almost disappeared entirely. What the
There's
fuck?
some yellow guys are here.
Yeah, we're doing some yellow shit. I introduced him to my Lord and Savior Bahamut.
I introduced you to my jumps.
Alright, I think Blue's kind of won that fight. Okay, man.
Yeah, Blue got it.
Nope, I'm in.
I mean, they're not even at half yet. Yeah.
Well, like I said, they're not even at half. We're only half of them.
Fair.
No.
Not even. Jesus, we're going down.
Fuck.
Yeah,
They got easy advantage.
Blue might have slipped onto that side one there and it's getting targeted.
God, I wish I could just go ask yellow like, hey, truce so we can kill blue. I wish we could do that, right?
Can't you do that?
I don't think they'll listen.
Technically, but yeah.
I mean, you're free to propose it, but then you have to deal with human beings who will be like, nah, fuck you, got mine. Yeah, this one to the left side is very busy. There's a lot of dragons and
I
orbs and
only
shit.
fight Dark Knights that are using their invincibility. I never find one not using their invincibility.
Damn it. God damn it, yellow. I was trying to fucking fight blues.
Why are you in a place where yellow is?
I was trying to stop blue from getting that getting the next A rank point.
So, these guys have managed to kill me for basically all of my health, and I've done no damage to them.
Bar got away. How'd the bar get away? I hit it with everything. That's my complaint, is I can hit someone with everything and it means fucking diddling.
They can heal twice and something already damages them. I heal all my mana and I'm still dead.
Chat can see one of my also problems is the way targeting works on console sometimes.
We got a red to the fucking east. Hope someone's on
I
it.
see it.
If anyone's free, I would appreciate the
Shit, I'm out.
there.
I'm leaving.
Most teams moving towards it.
And there's one to the north.
Yeah, I think
that's in yellow territory though. We're gonna push for that.
I'm not touching that one.
that's two dragoons fighting each other. I'm not going to.
That's a lot of stabs.
Kill that.
Oh, never mind. Axe is going for it.
Never mind, it's samurai.
Never let it be said that Axe is a coward.
Ow. Well, the samurai got me.
It do be like that sometimes.
I don't like my odds. I can just get no health, I can change them.
Remember, safety in numbers.
God, why are they so far away every time I touch battle?
Finish it.
There we go.
Alright, I hit Battle High 1. Fuck.
I haven't reached anything close.
Oh, bridge. Damn bridge.
I think
That bridge is hell.
Welcome to die.
God,
Too
why
many
is
late. Too many
blue-
late.
Oh, blue is just a bunch of summoners, bard, white mages.
I'm gonna go grab that.
It's all the good PvP classes. Fuck. They literally all the meta picks. What the fuck?
So it's as if someone showed up in Warrior Wiggler and
Yeah, Waluigi of Wiggler, yeah.
Alright, we got just one in the back. Alright, let me get a vantage point. I'm fighting over that red one.
And I'm
Me
not-
in the back.
And I'm not here.
Where are we?
We're all mid right now.
There's two. Oh fuck! I'm in the wrong territory.
Came to the wrong neighborhood.
Alright, I got something.
You care way too much about getting kills, Axe.
It's more I see the punch of that high.
No one's gonna get that pentagon. Oh no, that's the boat.
Oh my
I feel like that's on our territory. We should probably watch
It
out
is.
if Yellow decides to poke us.
Yellow is going there and fucking way.
Yeah, the whole team's
Well,
coming.
But this is where we stand, boys.
Yeah, this is the line.
Get him. Rattle him, boys.
We can try. Holy shit, it's actually over here.
Yeah, no, they came in. Fuck, I'm seduced.
Shit. They interrupted my jump. I was in the air. You can't seduce me in the air. That's illegal.
Anytime I see like a light come from the sky, I'm like, oh, there's Dragoon.
I fucking LB'd the dancer and then I got fucking murdered before I came to you. What the fuck? You just died instantly.
Why?
I'm
There's
dead.
someone called
I-
Minus Chips.
I ate a limit break, I think. I am dead.
I fucking blue pushing on other not
Where's the rest of them?
Damn it, they stole.
There is
I'm pretty sure yellow's yellow
pentagonal
guy.
forming back there.
Alright, we gotta
Alright, there's another pentagon.
No, they are literally bullying us.
Yeah, we're being used as fodder.
Nearly every time I've gone into front lines, I am usually on the team that gets bullied, and I don't know why.
And this is why this is not a good game mode.
Yep.
It's kind of dependent on all teams fighting each other
Who
and
is
not.
it? Oh, it's Hana. That's what's attacking.
There comes a point where the best strategy is to defeat so the game ends.
That's Fetus.
Ah, well, there's a red spawning up there in blue's juice. There's also a lot of blues in the center, but, you know, what else? What the fuck else are we gonna do with our lives?
I mean, now it's just a mindless, you know, we gotta wave 300, 200 more points.
God damn it.
I at least limit break a lot. I think that is the only reason why front lines exist, so that you can push the limit break button a lot.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, it's great if you can limit break and it actually works.
Well, that's like a server ticket for you, but...
I died for a server ticket. Got out.
Fucking Dragoons. Dragoons with Battle High is the worst.
I feel like I'm at Battle High.
I'm not going to push.
I honestly feel like Twitch Battle High works a bit more of it's entirely momentum based. It's not just like you can't get momentum early in your spot. Why am I about kills one? You're going to get it after that.
Hey, it's the Battle High 5 for Dragoon. Fuck everything up for us.
Oh god.
Alright, come on, Jesus. I'm like 2v1ing this guy, and he's still not fucking dead. He stunned me again.
3v1.
Oh, 3v1. Lob's here, yes. Die! Why are you not dead? Alright, this is bullshit. Fuck it. I think I got shrunk. I shed my bind.
Don't worry, this lasts like another
Okay, we did it.
done with the bullshit, and we can go do fucking CC, which is much more important.
Well, just because it's short and there's like way less server tick issues.
Yep.
Listen, I'm only doing this for the experience and the fucking big ones. I don't do this because it's fun.
I don't think any order for
Ah, it's over. I was gonna jump on that side.
Yeah. Hey, look, lucky, I'm gonna give you a call. There we go.
Actually, I'm gonna give. Oh, I'll give X a call. Mega's already gone.
Oh, you can't. We're in the same party.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
You can only give Axel and Loft comms. I get Loft one.
I am full.
I
got 2 calls.
Oh, I
gave mine.
Oh, now we're
I
at
gave mine
seasonal
to,
event. Oh god, everything's on fire.
It's burning, baby. God, I say dumb shit.
Burn, baby, burn.
How far am I from getting the true Burger King crown? I am 220 away. Then I can do the fucking mentor roulette. That's gonna be great.
I have 17 total player commendations.
Okay,
Thanks,
where
PvP.
is the guy?
Alright, I disband. Away with you all.
Okay, where do I? There we go. Turn it in. Turn it in. Fuck, come on.
I'm gonna set for CCL. Down to the wolf's den.
I did like nothing random. I just got 7 eggs. It's funny.
Eggs.
Okay, I haven't been paying attention.
Fucking chaos.
What does getting the series levels do, and what do you need for the mount?
The series levels on your PvP profile gives you crystals most levels, which you can spend at the Wolf's Den for silver items. At certain increments, usually like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, there's usually a little something, which can be special frames, mounts, fashion, things of that nature.
I think I'll be able to reach 20 tonight. When's the series end?
Next week.
Yeah, so I better get up and work on.
I think we're doing the grind. I just gotta go turn into that.
Actually, I just realized I'm going to bed early tonight because I got another 10-hour day tomorrow, and that's only a little over an hour away, and I'm going to go spend some me time reading stuff.
Okay.
Alright, am I gonna do the next story quest then?
Yeah, I'll probably go back to story stuff. So I would have CC'd.
Anyway, thanks for hanging out. I will talk to everyone later.
See you tomorrow.
Okay.
Yep, see everyone tomorrow.
Time for me to go.
I forgot to boot up PK. God damn it.
Hey everybody, while Lucky's no longer here, you can appreciate Lucky even when he's not here by watching our RE4 remake stream. Lucky's playing it, and as you heard from him earlier, he is slightly nettled that he is streaming it, and so doesn't want to play it off stream. So I would appreciate if you went and watched it a bunch. Okay, thanks.
Okay, thanks, bye.
My problem is like I would just never mind.
Now we missed the wolf. What do you even got for a trophy? It's mostly
Well,
like...
see, I don't think we're gonna be in the same match.
Yeah, it's just like kits and stuff he's got going on. I already have the prototypes. Get the wolf.
I guess you could buy the Barding and then I guess the Equestrians.
I don't.
Those never fail you.
They change costumes.
Yeah, but they're like they're from Endwalker, so I don't know.
I mean, just have them. You don't have to play them.
You know, I don't have any association to them.
I don't quite know when it comes to oh, those are. It says Endwalker. I guess it's just the version they have. There was someone in a chicken outfit called Sherlock Gnomes.
Yeah, fucking I love PvP, or at least I love Crystal Conflict because it shows you their fucking plates. That would be monstrous if Frontline's tried to show you their all 72 players' adventure plates. Jesus Christ.
Maybe all 24 because this would be your team.
Alright, well, hey, it's a lot easier if I just teleport to Zenith.
Oh, hey, I'm with a dancer that gave me dance upon there.
What class are you right now? Makes sense. I get a lot of dance buffs as a Dragoon as well. What is it?
The Sherlock Gnomes is a Lalafell, so I just saw a tiny chicken man next to me.
Nice. Alright, let's progress some more story before calling it a day.
I think the following conversation is one of my favorite moments, I think, in the story.
It's a good conversation.
It's a great follow-up.
It was taking
Hey,
too long
how
to
many-
walk. I'm gonna become bull.
How many blue quests do you left to do on the map to get flight?
That is a good question. This one, I think it's a few. So travel. Alright, I'm in the Training Mists right now? Yeah, I got
Yes.
like 3 or 4. I need to go
Three
check how I
more.
go into Chocobo. Not
The
the
one
Chocobo,
bag is
the
give you
Moogle Boys.
one. Let's see, just
Yeah, I think
zoom
there's
out of
one.
this.
That's probably one right there. The 54.
Looks like those look like the last two, I guess.
Oh, and there's one right here. I didn't notice that first. Alright, hide your boots. I'll grab those after story, maybe.
Well, one of them I think is just precursors to the Moogle storyline, but I think the one you're doing is about to give you one of them. So there's one of those.
Okay, if
there's
it
two of
does, then
those-
I'll go check. I'll go check the quests that are left because it'll be one of those two then.
Be two of those three.
Some combination of math as I ball my way up this tower. This
Oh.
ramp would suck.
Ballin', but
Hey, how are you doing?
Ballin', what sanity cost?
Sound the horn! Thanks, Justinian.
It's like the whole truth. As it turns out, both sides fucked up.
I mean, personally, I kind of... I think I said this way at the beginning of this plot line. I was like, at the end of this, I'm going to be upset because both sides are dumbasses, aren't I?
I think it's more pride than
Yeah, it's not necessarily dumbassery, but like, I'm not going to like how either of these guys look at the end. Because, honestly, hey, chat, here's the ultimate lesson, I think, of this type of story. Cycles of revenge and war suck and are dumb. You need to let go of the cycle of hatred because it makes you do dumb things. Anyway, hey, I've noticed how one of your eyes is yellow, Chief. Technically, I think Nidhogg's eyes would have also been yellow originally, but... Or his other one was yellow. Yeah, okay, so how about the first time?
You mean the moment I prized your eye from his head?
I did notice you were missing an eye earlier, sir.
I like this thing you figured out very quickly.
Yeah, I kind of figured that might be the direction we're going.
I think it's because he noticed the eye was a different color.
It's true, it is a different color, and Big H here has a yellow eye.
And he's the dragoon, so he probably would notice how many eyes the dragon has at a time.
Hey, I've got your magic 8-ball. Do you want it back? No, I guess he does.
I mean, that was half a soul.
You need that juice for some stuff. Oh, shit. My brain now. That must mean it's an echo flashback.
Honestly, I'm amazed that he's alive.
He just lost his eyes. Also, aren't these guys fucking pseudo-immortal?
No, because I thought when you take their eyes out, they die, because those are their anchors to their souls.
I don't know if they're
Anyway.
they're the source of their vitality or something, but like, you'd have a little vitality left. Nidhogg, this is what we call in argumentation and debate, poisoning the well.
I thought you were about to say difficulty tweak.
No, this is not what we call a difficulty tweak.
Always assuming they betray you does not help your case.
Yeah.
Is it that Nidhogg always looks super evil?
I guess he was just born spiky.
Yeah.
So the match finished, I was like, yeah, time to hit good match, and I hit soy.
Oof. It do be like that sometimes.
But I did pretty well that game. I tend to generally do good as Dragoon in
Yeah, I mean that's where all my best shit comes from. I've tried both Machinist and Red Mage, and while they've got their things, they're not. I don't think I like them the bestest. Red Mage feels like it has one too many buttons for me to be comfortable. And Machinist, I feel like they have too many reloads. Like, you got too many resources. There's no just button you can constantly be hitting.
I like the concept, but I don't like it in practice. They're evolving, like, you go from drill to, like,
yeah, that's
gas.
cool. I just wish you couldn't do, like, only 2 of those back-to-back, right?
Well,
then you gotta
think
wait
about
a
it this
little
way, right? Do the drill, and then, like, as soon as you do that, you have a close range option, and it's like, well, fuck. What do we do with this?
I don't think you would. That makes think you don't think I don't think you'd enjoy Ninja because you activate one of your skills and all of your attacks become separate ninja actions.
Oh yeah,
so
but Ninjas
all of your
suck.
attacks become entirely different things.
Are we talking about base ninja or PvP ninja?
PvP ninja.
Yeah, I probably would not in that case. Yeah.
I'm talking about
that would require too much brain power. Like that's the thing about Dragoon is much like in regular mode, it's real easy. Normally, if you want to get close, high jump. Is there a guy close to you? You just spam 3-hit combo. You know, are there a couple of enemies clustered? Usually, I do like the Geggersol, whatever the N one is. I said the N word. Not literally said the N word. Said N word on the thing. The whatever the other AOE blast after Geggersol is.
The yell.
Natstron, yes.
Oh yeah, that's strong.
And yes, if enemies are clustered, also make sure to do Horrid Yell, just because it's good.
Good old Gas Goggle and Gas Nastron.
Yeah, Gas Goggle, Nastron. That's usually when the enemies are clustered. That's how I get some good damage in. If you're getting bullied, elusive jump into Wormwind Thrust. It's all pretty simple. Are you hurt? And in melee, do your Blossom Scattery move.
I don't know why you have that effect when Samurai, but I guess if we're Samurai, so that had like the
look, it's just funny.
It is.
Yeah, I think it was just what they were doing. Yeah, so, Big H, I hate to say this, I know your family, but I think your brother's just an asshole.
I think he just likes eating people.
I feel like he didn't approve of your relationship, and, like, now he's bullying you about his medical issues.
And he's also saying, I must avenge our sister who was brutally murdered, and they also tried to murder me. So it's like, I mean, I understand in the moment, but it was probably a worse mistake of your life.
On the other context there, I feel like that's not necessarily so much you gave him your eye as he bullied you into giving him your eye.
He basically gaslit you into giving him the eye.
Yeah, kinda. Hey,
because
I learned some
the
shit.
thing is, though, is if Hilda didn't do that, Nidhogg would have probably passed away in a few years.
Hopefully. Oh, did you also get that echo message?
She doesn't
It
have the
was
echo
yours.
too.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if she also got the
Your
message.
strength that sustained Nidhogg all
like she
these
did.
years.
Would that Haldreth had dealt the worm a killing blow.
And so you acquiesced.
Oh, you
surrendered
Axe,
your
I'm gonna
eye
need you to
Nidhogg,
not
knowing
talk over
full
every
well
line in the
suffering
cutscene.
he would inflict.
I get you like it, but I need to actually be able to
I forgot it was
experience
voiced.
Yeah, it is voiced. It's hard to tell with the dragons because they're just kind of rah, 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 rah. This is why dragon text boxes go a little fast, by the way, chat. I just read them. Yeah, because I think I'm squaring up to adjust your boot to ass ratio.
Noble misery, says the man who was bullied into allowing even more conflict.
Yeah, causing a shitload of misery. I don't know. Lucky's talking about this before. I know it's not rational and blah, blah, blah. Dragons are immortal. I don't empathize well with characters who are like, Your kind only brings misery. It's like, no, dude, those guys are all dead. The misery guys, they died. Nobody knows shit about the misery. We're trying to unpack this, and you're like, you feel like you feel like you get to have feelings about my pain because I'm immortal, blah, 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 I'm older than you. And it's like, yeah, they're still suffering too, buddy. And in fact, their suffering is like just as unjust as yours because they don't know what the fuck is going on either. They haven't done anything to provoke this.
Two things.
And then they always come up, the sins of the father. It's like, okay, fine.
Yeah,
sure.
but sins of the father is always a bad thing. But, two things. One, I think to Reselger, that was only like last month. Oddly
yeah,
enough.
I guess it's kind of weird with them being immortal.
Like thousands of years mean nothing to them.
But it's still, like I said, I admit I think some of it is because he's like he's high on Shiva juice right now. He's fucking blissed out. But I feel kind of weird, and I feel like I don't have a lot of sympathy for Hersfelger specifically because he kind of plays this double standard game where he's like, you mortals, you're young, you don't know anything of the pain where I've been alive for a bajillion years. But also he's like, you mortals, you suck because your ancestors did this disservice to my kindred. We will never allow the forgiveness to go. It's like, okay, my guy, you can't have it both ways. You can't be like, we're new and fresh and we're gonna die in like 5 years anyway, we don't matter, and also be like, our ancestors a bajillion years ago did some bad shit to you. You gotta pick a side, homie.
I think it's the situation is that the dragons can't go and just confront it directly because all of the Ishgardians will just kill them. Which is also
allegedly they won't. I don't know. Estinian implied that
It was my life's goal to slay Nidhogg.
About several thousand years
I
of
find
fighting.
there was little joy.
But I mean, in the context of what Estinian just said earlier before this text box, where he's like, even though he didn't do anything, it would seem like Hraesvelgar got his revenge. Like, if you want to couch this as like this was his form of his vengeance for Ratatoskr of like re-empowering Nidhogg,
was just
sure,
weapon of
but,
vengeance. Yeah.
I'm still gonna be like, okay, you still suck, and I feel like I'm gonna adjust your ass to ears ratio.
It's also fucking weird that we thought Nidhogg basically only
You
had like
have rid
half,
the world
had like a
of a
quarter to half
hate-filled
power.
And ended
It's
a
like,
bloody
it was
war.
fucking
in so
scary.
doing.
It's like,
This,
oh god.
are you like appreciating Estinian now?
I lost my family to Nidhogg's
I mean, he's covered all that
flames.
dragon juice.
And 'twas with fury in my heart that I took up the lance. Every blow I struck, I struck in the name of vengeance. We were not so different.
Wow, he literally said we're not so different.
Well, they're both basically.
I mean, I know it's
weapons of
true.
vengeance.
It's just
Yeah.
that's a very cliched
the
line
right.
to say. I at least appreciated that it was the
Too
hero
many
saying it about
innocents
the
have
villain.
perished in the name of
We're not so
humanity.
different, you and I. See, I did say that.
Anybody care? I like
another
that the
thing
story
I-
actually goes
Yet
to where
even with
everyone just
all
has a
that has
melancholic.
passed,
What the fuck are we doing with our lives?
Yeah,
Complete.
and I appreciate that Iceheart, and it was way earlier, but I appreciate she doubled back to it. I appreciate that she acknowledges that, like, even in her plans to bring about peace, she understands, like, that a lot of people fucking died, and she really wish it didn't have to be that way. And maybe it didn't. I don't know.
So no one told you life was gonna be this way.
It's the
I don't know if
We
my
are
class
short
theory.
the great worm's eye.
It's just the fucking.
Of the pair which Haldreth
It's
took
just the
from
mess of
Nidhogg,
how.
only one is known to us.
Honestly,
the
if
one
her
I
father
bear.
was just didn't feel guilty for
then
Nidhogg,
became of the other?
and Nidhogg just kind of died blindly trying to kill the rest of the army.
Well, it's like what
It might have
Estinian
worked
said.
better.
If our first Dragoon boy had just killed him as opposed to only got his eyes and like left him to die, if he had struck a fully mortal blow, none of this would have happened. I feel like Hraesvelgar would have just Hraesvelgar would have just been sad, but he's in a constant state of being cold-blooded because he's fused with Shiva. Oh no, the parallels. So like I feel like that makes him very mild like all the time, it seems. Like he doesn't really get angry anymore. He's too chilled.
I always took it as he's always
Why
feeling
did
her embrace
Nidhogg,
on him.
who had taken
at all
such
times.
pains to prolong the Dragon Song War, suddenly
Like she's still
decided
thinking
to
him.
hurl his entire...
It's hard to
Yeah,
make
I guess
out.
if he never
I
explains it, it's not.
honestly think
Well,
there
Commander.
is. I honestly think he ate her soul,
The
and
deed is
that's
done.
basically it.
Nidhogg is slain.
Like there is no process of you temperature nonsense.
I mean, it's not literally tempering, but I mean, he literally says, like, if not for my, my Shiva's embrace, I would eat you right now. And I'm like, if he if something about that experience didn't change him, it would be like, well, why don't you just square up right now? Also, that would be very dumb of him to square up because we just beat the shit out of Nidhogg, and now we have an extra person.
We also know we could just take your eyes out.
Also, hey, Estinian.
What?
How did you get Americ's
In the
number?
city.
Why doesn't Americ ever call me?
Oh no.
At once, Lord Commander.
I've got a very shitty frontlines team to fight against. 2
Fighting
tanks
has
and a
broken out
white
in the
mage
city.
with a fucking
Lord Emeric
Moncton
was sparse with the
Dragoon.
particulars, but it seems some commoners threw open the gates to a force of heretics.
It's awful.
I gave no order to attack.
Are we to mark the end of the
Oh,
dragon's
no.
Because
soul
you,
by
you
spilling
could try
the
to kill
blood of
them,
our
and
own?
then eventually they'll just be like, nah, fuck you.
Let us away, warrior of light. The people must be saved from
I really enjoy that
themselves.
we reached the point where it's like we've ended like the primary the first conflict, and now we're dealing with, oh god, what do we do now?
Well, and I like how Estinian couches this again. Estinian's got some great lines in Heavensward.
He's got some ones, yeah.
Like, the people must be saved for themselves. Yeah, we dealt with, like, the inhuman monster part of this quest. Now we still have to deal with the fact that people be people. Which means they suck.
Wait! I would join you! There has been enough violence. I will appeal to my people in the city and make them see reason.
Are you... okay, sure. You could try that. Estinian does not nod.
Come then, Lady Iceheart. Let us
You had to
write
think
the
about that one
final
for a while.
chapter in this damnable.
I feel like it's like, I feel like you have to think about it, it's like, are they just gonna burn her on the stake if she shows up? It's like, nah, whatever.
I mean, I feel like Estinian should at least be able to cash in some cred for, like, hey, I'm covered in Nidhogg's blood. Alright, we're back to this room, and these guys... Oh shit, he came down from his pedestal. He's at the table.
Serious mode.
How did he do that? Wait, does that mean guys have to, like, pick up his chair and move it down there?
That's the only thing I can imagine.
Honestly, the problem is they're also loyal. I think they would lift it for him.
Yeah, no, he would be like, boys, move my chair forward.
Okay, guys, I found another great
Proceed apace then.
Channing Tater thought.
Right, that was all off stream, I should say. I actually ran into our I won't say good friend, but our acquaintance Chad Bunnington a couple of times on my own. Chad Bunnington with the title Altar Boy.
Yes, Your Eminence. This unrest
honestly,
shall serve
weirdly
to
enough,
feed the
you
people's
get
fear
you
of
get
the
that title
heretics
from a
and the dragon's
storyline that
boat.
is actually not about
And
being
lend
a priest.
renewed fervor to their prayers.
Well, yeah, I'm
for
sure it's a joke.
deliverance.
Or it's like
It
a funny,
is.
like, levity
It's actually a really good storyline.
Very good.
I mean, I've got
Our guests what time
my
they need to sow a
my
measure
titles
of
from the main
chaos
story
in
scenario
order the
thing.
temple.
Or I think you should do the Hildebrand Cross before
Your will
doing
be
it, though.
done.
It's a weird thing like that.
Yeah, it might work out that way. I switched to, even though technically Tamer of Steeds is probably a bigger achievement, I switched to Azure Dragoon because I feel like it's more thematically appropriate right now.
For now.
So, here's my favorite thing about this. The sentence he just said, yes, let them sow chaos, and then our Temple Knights will crush them like, sir, they're not gonna do shit to Asians.
The Heavensward, though, will.
Or is he talking about a different thing? I can't remember.
I was talking about heretics. I think he's talking about... No, yeah, because there's an Asian right here. I think he's talking about the Dravanian heretics who have invaded the city.
Moment is
Oh, hey, it's Bread Boy! How you doing since I kicked your ass last?
Excellent. All shall soon be.
Actually, is this the first... Yeah, you might have to catch up. Is this the first time La Habrea's spoken in Heavensward?
Yes.
I think so.
You get to hear his new weird voice, which is completely different.
Yeah, it's
he
kind of
sounds slightly Spanish.
It
It's
is
the only way I
time
can
for
think
the
of it.
bringer of light to
Yeah, he has a little bit of an accent. Well, La Habrea,
Oh
good
my
luck
God.
with that. I know that we have several more expansions.
I mean, honestly, he reminds me of, like, Sadler, oddly enough.
Yeah, it is a little bit like that voice read. I don't know much about the voice cast of RE4 Remake. Man, shit's really be on fire. Hi, it's my boy!
I like that the Pope just, like, has, like, just does not give a fuck about, like, Library being there. It's like, oh, you, go away.
Yeah. This idiot just
Oh, you.
shrugs. Oh my god. See, I nodded. But like, her just sees Iceheart as like, what the fuck? And just this idiot just like, yeah, man, I don't know. She followed me home.
It's like, all right, you check out.
He sees the leader of the heretics with you as the heretics are attacking the city, and you both just go, eh. And he's like, oh, okay.
No, I nodded. I was like, hey, homies.
Comrades, sheathe your swords. There is no
You run
need
right
for
through
further
the group.
bloodshed.
Well, yeah, that's what you do.
My lady.
You have to get in the front of all of them.
She is come.
Who ordered the attack?
Yeah, she's wondering what the fuck is going on. Hey, guys, what are you doing here?
Do they think they kidnapped her?
Hear me, brothers and sisters. The war
I still
is
can't get over the
ended.
chainmail over the ears.
Nidhogg is
It's very funny.
I love it.
I kind of wish they did that for Vieira.
Good luck.
I mean, people
Also,
modded did stuff for it.
chainmail.
Aye, it is so. This adventurer and the Azure Dragoon laid the
Are you sure
great
it's
world
the right way
low.
to announce this? I feel like I'm gonna get lynched now.
I mean,
is this the right way
Nidhogg
to
didn't like them either.
say it? What's true?
Nidhogg didn't like
The
anyone.
endless cycle of
They're
violence
all just like,
between
oh,
man
he's dead.
and
I guess we
dragon
can't do our
was
crusade. Just
born of
leave.
our forefathers' treachery.
Now she's actually saying some shit.
You have followed me.
Oh yeah, also, going
bled
to
with
sleep
me
and waking
to
up in
bring
the
this
inn as
truth to
Molotov
light
is
that
the
we might
funniest
all know peace.
thing. You literally roll in and out of bed.
Nice.
Honestly, I just thought about it, but it's
Nidhogg
like
is
technically
dead.
there's also a whole thing about how
Nidhogg is dead, my friends.
all the base houses come from
He
the
who
same
bore
origin,
such
so like there's
hatred
simply no
towards
different
Ishgard
Kyber
is
and Lowborn
dead.
thing, technically, if you think about it.
Well, we know that they were noble houses. We don't know the state of Ishgard. It is interesting to hear that like the high houses are
Let his
all
hatred
basically like,
die with him, I say. Let us sheathe our swords
I mean,
and
some of the little houses
go
are from like the
in
tavern people,
peace.
so like technically it's the same.
Have we lost?
Okay.
No,
now
my
you
friend.
say it like that,
Far
but
from it.
assume
At long last, the peace for which we have so desperately fought is within
yeah, no,
our
it's
grasp.
there's
Yeah.
the high houses are born
not
from the descendants
forsake
of
it.
those like 4 knights, which I appreciate, kind of like them going up. But there was a king and a prince, so I assume there was a whole ass Ishgard, you know, that was around that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Monarchy, and then those were the only 2 royals, and then they both, one died and one just went, I'm exiling myself.
Well, some of them sheathe their swords. They don't feel like they have peace, but we try.
It's a very weird set of circumstances where like, wait, we're sacking the city and you're telling me we have to leave?
Seize the witch.
Oh my god, Omega, you know what it is?
What?
It's what happened with me and
Providing
Stellaris.
aid
I'm
and
attacking
succor to
people.
the
It's like, what do you mean I've
should
been
be our
sued for
first
peace?
concern.
Yeah.
And the contemplate's like, oh, don't be a fucking asshole. Go help the wounded, you ass.
He's like,
If the heretics mean to observe the peace, then it would be folly.
yeah,
not to do
I
the
like,
same.
yeah. Literally, this chick ran out in front of you, stood between you and the pointy men, and was like, guys, we gonna need to fight. Let's go home. And your first thought is, let's get her.
Remember, these guys have an inquisition. I don't trust them as far as I could
Yeah.
throw them.
They're a little derpy. All right, watch out, I'm here.
Yeah, I have also logged off.
I see that. It's after midnight.
Still just fucking caked in it. The stadium will forever be red.
Yeah, I
So
guess
rad.
skip to this set. Hey, Chivo, Orthodox Mayhem.
Achievement, and also confirm a title. Wait, praise the fury? It did not end in bloodshed.
Yeah, I mean, we had to do some bloodshed. That's why that guy's red.
I was just thinking about it. Like, wait a second. It's like going, thanks, Korn, for letting us end this peacefully.
I mean, I actually did some research on Korn recently. Oddly enough, there's peace in just mindless killing. Like, you don't think about anything else except just movement of your body. It's very fucked up, but it's like a weird thing about it.
Well, there's a lot.
Well,
That's
it's
what.
It's just anything you get used to, then there's just a zen to it.
That's just how it goes.
That's also just kind of like, that is how the chaos mentality is supposed to like go. Is like that's why there are followers of the chaos gods, even though they're really fucked up. Is because like you can find a rhythm in it.
Yeah.
But it is
People
after
really
midnight. I have just completed a very big story push. I think this is a pretty good point. We're over 3 hours, right? Yeah, we're almost 4 hours. Damn.
You are at a good point.
Yeah.
To end,
So I think we'll be exiting the game for today. We had some fun. You got to see how much I don't like front lines. because it was just chaos and bullying and bully
Probably
chaos.
do some like clean up in between streams for like the training mist and so on. But yeah.
There's some stuff, yeah, I will probably be doing
Still
off,
Mega
but
can unlock that flying.
yeah, I gotta go grab my aetherites and stuff. But like I said, I can and have done that off stream and stuff. So I'll be talking to you guys later. Thanks so much for tuning in. Please let your friends know and stuff about that. You know, share the stream with people. Consider dropping us a you know, super chat or super thanks or channel membership. We're rounding out the month, and you know the revenue's just a little under there, so I'd appreciate. Obviously, you know, some of your direct support. I did just have my sub will be charged. Actually, technically, depending on when Square Enix gets on it, my sub may have been charged 13 minutes ago. To put that in perspective, I don't know when they decide it's the 30th. So obviously not like a huge deal, but you know, it's always good to see the money come back in when it goes out. So I would appreciate your support that way. But you don't have to support us directly. You can just, you know, watch us through ad revenue or YouTube Premium revenue and tell your friends, and that's another great way to get us out there. We hope you've enjoyed this stream, and if you are so inclined, people who are left, tune in tomorrow for our monthly bonus stream. The people have chosen to subject me to Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, but luckily, as always, a new solo mode has dropped just in time. Thanks, Konami. I crossed myself. I don't know why. You guys can't see. That's a visual gag that's not going to work. Also,
I'm fully willing to tribute
myself. Yeah, like I said, there's some stuff we can work out as well, depending on how fast the solo mode goes. But I haven't looked at it at all.
I can bring ancient gears once again.
So, thanks, you know, if you want to watch that. So look out for that. All right, that's it for me. I'll see you guys next time. Good night, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.